And we're live. Morning, Nance. Thank you for being the first one in this morning. Onika St. John is right there. Thank you for being here. Dorothy T, thank you for being here this morning. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Extra special big up shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to my entrepreneurs, my stay-at-home moms and pops, my retirees. Shout out to the drivers. Shout out to the Uber driver, Lyft driver, truck driver, taxi driver, food delivery drivers, round town and long distance truck drivers. Shout out to the crossing guards and the school teachers. Shout out to law enforcement personnel, medical field personnel, military personnel. Shout out to the chefs in kitchens, secretaries in offices, the barbers in the barbershop, the hairdressers dressed in the beauty salons. Shout out to the nail techs. Shout out to heavy equipment operators, construction workers. Whatever it is you do for a living, shout out to you. Shout out to every single clean-hearted, good-hearted person who wish good for others as much as you wish good for yourself. You are a good person. Shout out to you. Here we are on this beautiful Wednesday morning. We call this hump day because it's Wednesday. Get over this hump. We have Thursday and then it's the weekend again. Almost there. Almost there. But regardless, we're still happy to be here, right? It's happy hump day Wednesday to everybody tuning in. We have a couple of things to talk about this morning. It should be fun. But let me put the warning out there first before we get started. For the last couple of days, the internet been acting up again. It's not the internet, it's the YouTube with their thing and the lives and whatever. So half of you never come back whenever the live ends. Like most of the time, last time the live ended, suddenly we had 960 something people on it. And when the live came back, because I had to reboot the live, when the live came back, we had 430 people on it. And the live went away again, and we had to reboot. And when that came back, we had 230 people, 232 people on it again. So each time the live goes away, everybody go away with the live. Less than half of the people return. So I'm just letting you know from now that, look out for technical difficulties. If they happen, I won't lay too long. I'll just end this live and start over the next live, and we'll be back. It's nothing that I can control. It's beyond my control, right? YouTube been moving suspicious recently. Them getting my side eye, says Audrey. Boy, Audrey, if I did something where we could have fixed it, we would have fixed it because it's super frustrating, but it's beyond my control, Can't do a thing about it. We just have to work with what we have. So here we are. Another morning, feeling good. Hope everybody here is at least feeling good. You don't have to really be good, but you're good. If you know what I mean, Life ain't perfect all the time, but you make the most out of it. And even on bad days, you still find a reason to smile. That kind of thing for those who are going through something right now. Hello, everyone. I'm new to the family. This is Risa Bella. Risa Bella, thank you for being here. Welcome to the family. I hope I said that right, because you have one whole heap of R to the I to the dollar sign to the A, and then the capital B with the 3. LL to the A. I don't know. I'm hoping I spelled that right. Rizabella, big up yourself. Thank you for being here this morning. All right. Elaine Brown, thank you for being here this morning. All my green name people. It's one of those mornings. It's your room. All right. This is what we have on the board this morning. This should be about a 2-hour live, maybe. So we have a question and answer session this morning. That is by request. SouFLo, do more of the questions. I like when you do the question them. So we have a question session this morning where we're going to go through those. The questions are just us basically getting to know each other and having a bit of laugh about some people's answer to some of these questions, right? Some of the answer them is super funny. So we have a laugh with each other and we get to know each other as well. Yes, as best as we can expect it, says Dorothy T. Morning, Elaine. Thank you for being here, family. Anthony Vaz is in the building with us now. So we're going to talk about these couple of things this morning. There was a prison break in Jamaica. Big prison break. Now has 9 inmates who are on the loose. And we shall be talking about that. We shall also be talking some politics because, as you know, election call in Jamaica, and the designated day for our election where we go to vote to find out who is going to be the ruling party and who is going to be the next prime minister. That will be September 3rd. So along those lines, we're having these conversations that have to do with that. And this morning, we're going to talk about things that you want to see done in Jamaica. And then we're going to have a list of things that you are happy with and you hope those remain the same or get even better. All right, so we have that. Then we have the question and answer session. And then we have the Donald Trump. So we jump back over to the US now and talk about our fine president, Donald Trump, as he goes on the attack with these museums. I don't know if y'all are aware of what's happening with the museums. First of all, let me send out my message. Shout out to the African Americans for Trump. Shout out to the Blacks for Trump. You know, you saw the flags during the election period. Blacks for Trump, African Americans for Trump. I remember a couple of journalists actually went into predominantly black neighborhoods and spoke to black men a lot. There were some black women that they were speaking to, but they spoke to black men a lot. I remember one African American sister said, I don't trust Kamala Harris. I don't trust her. I don't like her. Besides, she's not foundational black American, and a position like that, becoming the first female president of the United States of America, if it was going to go to anybody, it should go to those who are from the lineage of my ancestors slaved here in these fields and all this and built this with their hands. So that prestigious position should go to one of ours, and she's not that. She is an immigrant seed. And I said, wow. And she was surrounded by a group of black men. She was the only woman there. Her husband was there, and then some other black men were there. I guess they're friends or whatever. Don Lemon, I think it was going around to different barbershops, beauty salons in the hood, you know, talking to people, asking them questions like, do you know what Project 2025 is? Do you know what this is? Do you know what it entails? Have you been reading? Who are you supporting? And I remember this very strong support for Donald Trump and the disdain almost for Kamala Harris. I still would like to talk to some of those people today to find out how they're faring now and how they feel about their decisions now, because they've gone quiet. They've almost disappeared. They've almost disappeared. I don't see any of them anymore. And I'm wondering, why are you so quiet? You know? Along those lines, though, Trump slams U.S. Museum for focus on how bad slavery was. We're going to get into the details of that. A lot is changing. A lot is changing. A lot of people don't want to come out and admit now that they are a very big part of what is going on now. They empowered what is happening right now. Remember how we said, if anybody is going to get the short end of the stick, it's definitely going to be certain people first. It's going to be black people first. That's what we said. Let's not mince those words. Remember when the president, before he was president, he said when he is elected president, as soon as he gets back in office, he was going to make sure that law enforcement, that police officers are immune from prosecution for anything that is done in the line of duty. And I said, there is no way as a black person you can support that. Listen to it. Immune from prosecution for anything done in the line of duty. that means they could frig you up and just, they won't be charged because it was necessary and it was in the line of duty. I don't know if y'all saw the other day the guy with the dreads that was sitting in the car in Florida. He was arguing with the police outside of his car and they broke the window. And then you saw the fist came through the window and punched his face. Did y'all see that? Okay, did you know that they found that there was no wrongdoing on the path of the officers, and the one that punched him in his face while he was sitting in his car, he has been returned to duty. There are no charges against him. Life goes on as usual. Right, right. So that's what the climate was or is. You know, when I was trying to explain to people back then that, do you realize what would happen, what could happen to you now? And they were like, well, that's happening to us already, SouFLo. So, you know, they'll never get prosecuted anyway. So that ain't stopping nothing. And I'm like, I'm pulling up cases to show them that, yes, they are getting prosecuted. Yes, they are. I have countless cases of police officers that have been found guilty and have been sent to prison. So you voting for a president who said he will make sure that they are not prosecuted for anything done in the line of duty, that means all they have to do is wait till they're in the line of duty and then fuck you up in the line of duty, pardon my language, and then they'll be good. They'll get off. Well, here we are. I know right now somebody has said, boy, SouFLo, you might be too heavy on a topic there, because next thing you know, the live are going to start act funny when it starts at certain things. Because that's how it always goes, right? As long as we partying and bullshitting, the live is good. As soon as we start talking about certain things, the live goes bad. I drink some mint tea this morning. Woke up early this morning, went to the gym. A foreign me live. So when they are foreign, when the Romans do as the Romans do. So we say gym while we're in foreign. I won't be in Jamaica saying I woke up and went to the gym though. I'll say I went to go get a good workout. So I went to the gym this morning, 2:30. So, you know, woke up at 2:30, went to the gym, went a little bit late this morning, got there about 3:15 because sleep did not kill me. And I was up last night trying to figure out the StreamYard something. But like the StreamYard thing, I'm definitely going to stick with it. So on the days when we go live and everybody is invited, not just the chat is closed and people in green only, we will go stream live. Shout out again to all the people who were there helping me to navigate that stream live something there. I don't like technology, but we live in a technology driven world and things are changing constantly. And if I don't want to end up like my granny, remember me telling about Miss Ruby and our smartphone? Miss Ruby didn't, she look at the phone and she's like, why the phone have all them something here upon it? You know, when you open your smartphone and it has like 50 apps on the screen, she's like, why the phone have all them something here upon? Me not use them something here, you know. And I said, Grandma, is just apps, and you're right, you don't use them, so we could have very well take them off of your phone for you. You know, I don't want to end up like her, not knowing what Facebook is, Instagram is what this. That is what this one do. So that's me with that's me with technology. That's me with technology. Which is funny because when I do occupational therapy stuff, I have to do documentation for patient treatment, but that's completely different. You know, somebody will say, but you use computer all the time. I do, but I go into one specific thing and I use that one specific thing, and that's that. I don't have to navigate like when you open your phone and it look like this. My poor granny don't know what all this is. You know, so she did there and she had try and move everything so out of the way. And you know, the phone just had do all the way to do, and it had call people, it had do this, it had do that. Then is what this one do. Me no use this, you know. And you hear hello? Hello? Is somebody that I talk to me? I say, yes, grandma, you accidentally called somebody. Who is that? Oh my, hello? Hello? Mr. Grandma, let me see who you call. Give me your phone. I look on her phone and tell her who she called. And she said, oh, me never mean to call you. That's me with StreamYard. But I'll work it out. I'll work it out. I will stay on top of it. I will get better as the day goes by. My grandma, I keep telling you, my grandmother had tremors, but they're called intention tremors. So she don't walk around and tremble all the time, right? But intention tremors are when you try to do something, and the closer you get to doing it, the harder you start to, your tremors start to come on. So she would pick the smartphone up when it was ringing, and she would, you have to press the like that, just press the screen like that to answer it, touch screen answer. She go like this, and the tremors made her answer and hang up in the same go. So when you would call her, she answer her phone and hang up back her phone. I said, Jesus Christ. Okay, call her back again. So we call her back again, and I didn't realize it until I went to Jamaica and I was sitting right next to her and her phone rang. And she said, my phone that can ring, I said, yeah, grandma, your phone ring. She said, pass it, give me that. So I pass her phone and she goes up. And I said, oh, I'm seeing it in person. Her hand went out here, so her hand not shaking. As she get closer, you can see it start go up. As she get really close to the button, it start look like this. And she went, answer, hang up. I said, oh gosh, it's like me hang up on them, or hope them call back. And then they call back and she did again. I said, give me your phone, let me answer the phone for you. I said, grandma, you have to just like touch the button. But I realized she couldn't do it. So we had to have a talk with everybody. Who give grandma a smartphone? Because she didn't have our flip phone. Where is our flip phone? Give her back our flip phone. The flip phone them with the big number them on it. They boop, 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 beep, beep, bump. Yeah, Mr. Give her back our flip phone. Because she can't function with a smartphone, something there. Lord God. That's how most of us are going to be in the years to come. When technology gone left way, and we grand picnic them and laugh after we. I said grand picnic them because me I wish long life for the whole of them like me I wish for myself. And my grand picnic them and laugh after me. My grandfather with him headphone, with him hearing aid. My grandfather said, anything God don't want him to hear, God will make sure same don't hear it. I got the man hearing going on. Him can't hear good no more, so he'll be left out of conversations. Like a group of people sitting around talking. And my grandfather did it. And in the days when him could have really hear him, would have joined in the conversation. And yeah man, then let me tell you about so back long time, when we walk around and all stand there, so and you go up Silent Hill way, and then you take around there, so me said them used to have a piece, and he would tell you stories and stuff. So we wanted those stories so bad because we realized instead them I get older, we are get big, and the natural is going to happen eventually. Them are go gone and we're not gonna get the stories them and them something there. So we try get him a hearing aid and put in him hearing aid. My grandfather use the hearing aid when you were around. And him only use it because him know why you feel bad. Because we used to say it's not a cheap hearing aid. We get him one expensive hearing aid so him can hear good. I'll me put in the hearing aid and try it. And me I hear like way down so. Me I hear people from way in them house way across the way, and I'm like, I'm hearing people business. This are like satellite. I'm governed for space. So he used it while we were there, just so we wouldn't feel bad, and throw it in our drawer after we left. Take it off, throw it in the drawer after we left. So when me called there, I said, Grandma, give Grandpa the phone. And she said, him not go hear you, I say, him won't hear me, man, because I calibrate him hearing aid right before me left, and me did just leave. And she said, oh, him take that off long time. Him take that off long time. Him throw it in a drawer around there, so. I said, Grandma, him throw the hearing aid. She said, no, him put it in a drawer, man. Him just wear it kind of why you feel bad, But Mask leave him not really in them. There's something there. I said, damn, I can't talk to him on the phone. So I go back to Jamaica. I clean it up, clean out him ears and toe, and put back him hearing aid and thing, and he's able to talk to us again. Then The battery, you know, I don't know if y'all ever handle a hearing aid. The battery part is a little finicky kind of something. So you will flick it so and the battery will drop out. Now the little round flat battery, I try to teach grandpa how to change him own battery. So him flick it so the battery drop out and roll going. Big frustration. So may I tell you, when we get older, a lot of the stuff that's gonna affect us, big frustration. You see, when the battery roll away from him, that's it. I think he was probably embarrassed that he couldn't handle it, or he felt uncomfortable that, you know, is a man who was super independent. So if you're taking into consideration aging and now having to depend on people for anything, because a man who would have never depend on nobody for nothing. Mas Cleveland not ask nobody for no help. He will help everybody, but him not asking nobody for no help. He's one of them guy there. So now him have to ask help, and if you don't put in this little battery, and then me can't hear properly and something. So when I was trying to teach him how to do it, and the battery drop and roll away. Me go on with a whole heap of battery, you know. So I said, don't worry about that, man, grandpa, man. Me will find that. Me find that one day. Don't worry about it. We have a whole heap more. Try put this one in, because I want to know that when I'm not here, if your battery got dead, you can put in back the battery. By the way, that's all the stuff that I do in OT2 anyways. So him there, put in the battery again, and the battery roll away again. In finger them couldn't, the little battery and the little something. So I'm saying, sure. That's it. Man never wear that again. Him send me straight to the drawer and keep it and put it in a drawer. So when me I leave him say, you know, if God wants him to hear certain things, God will make him hear it. And what God don't want him to hear, God just block it out for him not hear it. So now he's in a place where he would sit there like this. And him used to hum a lot. You know, church song, you can tell, say a church song. He's a man who used to whistle a lot when we grew up, but him no whistle no more since him hearing. He start humming to himself. So I'm always everybody sit down talking and him can't join the conversation. He just humming to himself. And him a hum loud where everybody can hear him and we are talk cross him. You know, just watching that part of life and watching life. But he wasn't crying about it. He wasn't saying, Lord, me hearing God, me wish me could have hear, so me could have joined. No. Every now and then you'd hear him stop the humming and him say, yes, man. Yes, man. So I say, him can hear. Because sometimes I say, Grandpa, you hear? And him say, yes, man. I'm gone right back into me say, you know what? That man here probably really don't want to hear. Like, he has resigned to whatever, where life has him now. Them people there, them say, yes, so God have me. This is where God want me. And just resign to that, you know. So again, that's me with technology. I'm trying to keep up. So bear with me with the StreamYard something. We're going to get it right, and we're going to get better at it. We'll start out on the days when it's an open chat, and we'll have some fun with it as we learn and go along. All right. Now that you're talking, I am remembering when my mom, Karen says, I'm remembering when my mom asked for a smartphone but couldn't use it, and that was the dementia. Oh, man. Yeah. For my grandmother, it was the tremors. Intentional tremors, they're called. Out here, away from it, her hand won't shake. She's steady. She's good. She can do everything. As she get closer to the task. And I want to show you something. Education goes a long way because I learned about these things through school and then through my field of work, right? And then to see it textbook style in my grandparents, I was able to be of help. So watching intention tremors, like you'll be surprised to know what affects you, you know, what affects you and what you have down the pipeline coming up somewhere in life that might be yours. You might get that somewhere. There's a patient that stood out the most to me, and it was the guy with the frozen shoulders. I wouldn't know what frozen shoulder was, but me know frozen shoulders. So your shoulders lack range of motion. Like you have lost the range of the ability to hold your hand up straight, so hold it out, so hold it out in front of you, so and pull it behind you, so can't do that. His shoulders could literally not do any of that. And you might think to yourself now that you're fit, able-bodied, some of you young, and you're like, me good man, my shoulder them nothing gonna happen to me. Me all right. Me I tell you, you know, you live long enough, something gonna happen to you, you see? Because when I look at that man picture and I looked at him and his wife and they're on cruises, he was in the military too, all other kind of something. They traveled many different places around the world, took lots of pictures and everything. I mean, I said, damn. Some of you might have heard me told the story before. That was the person who it first registered to me that if you lose range of motion in your shoulder at the rate that he did, you won't be able to wipe your back to yourself, fully functional enough. The man cognitively, he is all there. Super intelligent, very witty, funny guy. You know, you're well aware of everything that's happening around you. It's not like somebody who might be in later stages of dementia or Alzheimer's and they're out of it and they don't realize what's happening. No, may I talk about the stuff that will take away your dignity even while you are fully aware of what's happening to you, but you just can't help yourself. Imagine that, being here and you just can't help yourself because your shoulder's frozen, so you can't wipe your own bottom. You're going to use the bathroom, you can't wipe your own bottom. You want to get dressed, but you can't dress yourself all the way. You can put on some things, you can't put on some things. Like for him, if you could imagine your shoulders are frozen, right? Now, you're going to put on a shirt. You might go like this and get the shirt and put the shirt down here. So put both arms in and like try bring up the shirt around the neck so and then get stuck right there so because him can't pull the shirt or the shirt gets stuck on this side of him head and he can't pull it down. So now he's stuck in his shirt trying to put a shirt on. So we have to say, yeah, the shirt thing now. Then the button-up shirt them for him, you know, might be the best bet, but teaching him to dress himself so him can feel like him independent or, you know, some dignity back to himself instead of asking somebody. Him couldn't scratch him head top, so him couldn't like groom himself, brush him hair. Him have to go like this and get one brush with one long handle, and because your hand can't go up your sucker, your shoulders frozen, can't scratch him head back. The stuff we take for granted. The stuff we take for granted. Fly pitch on the back of your head right now. You go so aye. Mosquito bite you in the back of your neck. You say, oh, something crawl for me. Him couldn't do that. No more. No more. Life, man. Life. SouFLo, right now things are affecting me and I'm trying my best to stay with it. And it come like a thief in the night, says Kaz Robinson. It's all a process. You never just run and had to walk first. Or you had to walk first, says Banches. Yeah. But, you know, and them things there give me a humility kind of level of looking at life. You know, that's why when I say stuff like, I know I'm never better than anybody else. Because imagine this. You're around people. I've been around people that have super money. I'm not talking about regular people money where we call rich. Oh, I'm rich enough. I have nice car, one nice house up there. So I'm talking about people that own planes, all right, and fleets of vehicles. Them super wealthy and well off. And you can't stay in your house. Super wealthy and well off. And none of that can bring you back all the stuff that you're losing. You know what I mean? None of that can bring back all that stuff where you lose. And you just lose stuff so. Finger them start bend up. And you can't control it till your hand look like that. And it's painful, right? Your joints them start stiffen up. Your shoulders lock up and freeze. That one right there, the shoulders lock up and freeze. Your knees start giving out. I've seen that too, where the knees give out completely. Fully functional. They can use the bathroom for themselves. They can do all their personal hygienes. Them just can't stand up no more. Imagine that. And a cripple them. Them just can't stand up no more. Lower body weakness. Kaz Robinson says Tai Chi exercise helps. Yeah, I would say it does. Exercise helps, breathing exercises, not just like physical movement, but physical movement helps a lot. If anything I would tell people is this. Audrey said, Lord, that depressing. If anything I would tell people is this. Try to move now as much as you can. You see all the movement them where you do all the time, try to do them all the time, even for no reason. Right? Like me take my leg them and I go through with my hip, I go through a full range of motion, circular, and then clockwise, counterclockwise, just hips, legs, and then shoulders, wrists, elbows, everything. Just move up your joints them on a regular basis. Dancing helps. Dancing helps because your body has your intrinsic muscles that don't normally get engaged in regular activities. Most of us are stuck in a daily routine, and you do the daily routine and that's it, right? The same thing you do, you take out the same glass them out of the same cupboard every day, you wash up the same plate them, or you put them in the same dishwasher, you take them out, you do the same thing every day. There are groups of live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Morning, SouFLo.
Morning, family. What going?
Say, when you get active, it's like it make you feel like you're aging backwards.
Yeah.
I'm 53, And Monday morning, I was out to sea paddleboarding by myself.
What?
I go paddleboarding.
You're one of them mad people there.
Yes, I have my own paddleboard and thing, but you have to blow it up. It's one of them blow up things.
Yeah. So you're not afraid of shark?
No, I got everybody I say, you're not afraid of shark, you're not afraid of this, you're not afraid of that. SouFLo, from everything when you watch on TV with shark experience, seem like the shark them like black people.
Lord God. Or maybe them young way and them not tell me. I don't know, I'm afraid of them.
Because every time there's a shark incident, it's never one of we.
Because we not go out there.
Me go out there and me see them not bother me.
You see them?
Me see turtle, me see everything out there.
Not a rotted.
Me see one dead bird out there Monday afloat in the water. Me see garbage like plastic buckle. Me see everything.
A beach you go do it?
Yes, me always go out at sunrise, out at sunrise, out at the beach.
Mad somebody. So for those of you who don't know, right? If you don't live in a beach area, or you don't know, but if you ever see them people there paddleboard way out in the water, and that Maria says she do. Me not go out there.
We can post video enough time. You can go on my YouTube. Enough time to post video with me out to sea.
Yeah, me not do that, my friend. Me not do that. But yeah, I mean, I always admire seeing people doing it, but me not doing it.
But I say the exercise when we get.
Yes, that's a whole body exercise. Yes.
The experience.
Mm-hmm.
It make you, after a while, you start to feel younger.
Marvin say, y'all row past ship out there.
Say what?
Y'all are row past the ship them out there.
Yes, because we're out.
No, sir. But me know what I say still about the exercise making you feel younger,
Yes, it's like certain exercise where you do, where you don't normally do, because a long time you not go out to sea. So like the day after, I feel, like your muscles, them where you're not using a long time, you start to feel it. And that's when you realize, say, you haven't been using those muscles in a while.
Yes. The intrinsic muscles. When you start,
exactly.
Right, when you start hurting in places that after you go through a full range of motion and everything, and you said, I want to hurt me around here, so I through a long time, you know, use none around this stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah, so you have to engage the whole body.
Me always active. Yep. When I was in high school, me run track. Me do everything. Me dance. Me do everything.
Dancing is a very good one.
Yes, me a dancer. Me can't dance. Me just active.
Yeah, sometimes me lock up myself in a room and wind up my body and them something there.
Exactly. Turn on the music and dance.
Yeah, but me not do it to nobody about though. Cause some real whining me a whining, cause me a loosen up me hip them and then sitting there.
And you know what else, SouFlo?
Yeah.
My knees used to swell on me sometimes because when we do nursing, I get on my feet a lot.
Right.
When me put in on my diet regularly, onions and garlic, that seemed to help bring down the inflammation and swelling in my joints.
Onion and garlic.
Yes, implement the onion and garlic in when you're cooking or whatever you're eating, if you can. And the onions, try not to cook them out all the way, because the more you cook out the onion, it loses its nutrition.
All right. Somebody said currency we are buffer already. I don't know about that because I don't see any notification. But for me,
all right, may I go back in the chat?
All right.
You guys need to get active.
All right.
Later.
All right. That's Marie's message 411 TV. As you all know, that's my fellow content creator sister right there. She's in the chat. For those of you who don't know, when you see the Marie's message 411 TV, just click on her name. I think Lovely Aneka, I don't know if Lovely Aneka is here with us this morning, but she's another one as well. When you see them, just click them name and go on over to feed them content, because these are things that they engage in on their platform as well. I don't know if we're buffering. It don't look like that to me. My knees used to swell up, but me don't know why. Me look down one day and my knee. Actually, I lie. I was at the beach with my children. This is when you have to start to accept that your body is changing, because up until last summer I was at the park. So I have kids that run track and play football. And me I tell one of my sons said, I can still run left your youth. I run track and feel like my whole life and I can still run left you, even though I'm out of shape. See? So my son bet myself to race him. I'm a race him. Actually, I didn't race him. We did a timer on the 40-yard dash. And I beat his time on the 40-yard dash. So I tell him, say, and that's with my knee not feeling too good. Or my ankle coming in a one. Matter of fact, the right tassel. I was in a one of these. So my boot here. And I was just coming out of the boot. So I race him and beat him time. Right? So I tell him, say, one day, soon, just give me a couple of weeks to heal up properly. And then I'm going to race him at the beach on the sand. All right. We're there at the beach. I'm going to race him now. I run where I run up and down on the sand. I do a workout routine. You see, when I reach home, that same evening there, I need them feel stiff. And I say, well, maybe it's because I run the sand hill them in a while. You see, by the next morning when I wake up, I need them 40 frick, and I can't bend 90 degrees at the knee. Like this is a 90-degree angle. I can't my foot straight, my leg straight like this. I can bend to about that much and then back up. That's all my range of motion right there. And I said, no man. Guess what? You might want to try this. Lifting weights helps. Because I lift weights, upper body. I train upper body, but I not train lower body. So I start lift weights heavy with lower body. And ever since I started doing leg presses and them something there, it don't happen no more. So I run up and down now. I don't see it swell up no more or nothing like that. But just the one little run, I go run up and down with the boy them. Need them swell up. Yeah, weights. You need weights. You need weights. It helps to and I know this too from school stuff, but you know, school stuff is different from real life stuff. You might learn it in a book in a classroom, but then applying it in real life is a whole nother story. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
SouFLo.
Yes, family. What go on?
There, you know, how things.
Boy, I can't complain, you know. God is good.
See. Hey, the lady where I just talked to.
Marie.
The shark antidote.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, me want to meet her now.
Yeah.
Because me ex-trooper from here.
See,
I think you're a military man here, no?
Yes.
Yeah. So, and believe me, I consider myself very brave.
But me not brave figure confront shark no.
What's this you go there, you know?
Our you know the board them where them stand up and forget what them call it.
The paddle.
Yeah, standing paddle. You can kneel down and do it or stand and do it. But it's a full body workout though.
Right. And the reason why I tell this, that's a quick story. 1994, I come here for the first time.
Same.
Land of Fort Lauderdale, right? And my brother say, yo, I could go to the beach. But I probably don't see a beach for short time ago. I was going in the water and I swimming in the evening. It's when me go back home. On the news, they say, boy, shark just bite some people. And the very same beach where me just a swimmer come from.
Yeah.
Right out of A1.
Yeah.
1994. I said I'll never go back into that. See, me there up on the west side or Sarasota side now.
Yeah.
Me not see much shark. But me not really like to talk to her, man, because I want some of her braveness.
She brave, because I don't see no black person out there do it. I see them all the time. Because I down on, Cocoa Beach area, them area, they are my area, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, but shark, they over here so all the time. If you don't hear about New Smyrna Beach, it's probably the beach in the US where people get the most shark bite every year. And then the beach that we are close by. So the same spread of water.
Right, you know, I'm mostly white people, you know.
Yeah, most of them go out there. Because I don't see no black somebody go out there, so.
Right.
Always we can swim good. We're not going out there for no paddle boat and no surfboard.
Right. That was too close to call for me, brother. The same beach we just swimming at.
Boy, I'm afraid, you know. A piece of seaweed touch me and that's it for the day, you know. Because of my yard.
And I joke, man. Me have much respect for the wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, me not play with them, brother.
Because me can't bite back the shark. Shark will bite me.
But boy, I really love to meet her and come watch her.
Go for Marie message. YouTube, man. Just click her name and go over there. I'll take it from there, so. See? All right, my brother.
Yeah, man, that's it.
Manners. Me as anything touch me gone. Me and my son them in our water swim. I say I'm about to post a vlog right now. It's a nice vlog. You'll see all my kids in the water at the beach. Me tell them say me I swim where them I swim. So the shark have choices. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
SouFLo, my brother.
What go on, King?
Go on to the low, Mary, you know.
You call her shark repellent.
Because I was there about a month ago. I took up myself going kayaking.
What?
Yeah, man. Kayaking from the, what they call it, river to the sea or the creek to the sea, whichever one it be. It was a really good experience. It was a nice exercise. It was just nice to be outside with nature.
And do something different.
You know, if you dance with them a pass, you jump out of water, you pass, and you get over this up on the side over the side.
Yeah, no.
You see me?
You say alligator over there, so. Brother,
I'm not telling this. I'm not telling this. Yeah, I know, swimmer. See, but me chop up my life jacket.
Yeah.
I went out there.
No, me I strap up my firearm.
I'm having firearm too much.
You have it. You have to go fight fire with them alligator.
I'm telling you, it's too fine out.
This is Florida, bro.
We're out there. Nonetheless.
No, man, I'm Florida.
Try some little thing different, man.
True.
You know what I mean? It was fun going out to the sea. But I can tell you, sir, I left from the sea, I go back up like I go upstream.
Fine.
Oh my Lord.
You're feeling shape.
It take me about an hour to get to the sea. It take me about 2 hours to reach back up.
Right.
Yeah, man. But it was fun. It was fun. You know what I mean? You go out there, you see nature, you see what going out there. You look for some nice sauce and some things out there while I get to the sea.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was a nice little experience. You can try it sometime, man. It's not that bad.
Get that close bit more and do it turn about here.
It's not that bad, brother.
No, brother.
Go again, bro.
Yeah, go again.
Soon. Very soon.
When I see the alligator, let me change my mind, man.
The alligator and chubby, man.
Yeah, that's what them say, but you know, me no want to take no chances. Me no want to take my chances.
Why somebody tell you have to take a little bit of chance? You know what I mean?
True, man. True.
A little bit of chance. I don't take too much, you know, but a little bit of chance sometimes. I'm not going to tell you no lie. At first, you go back into the water and see the dolphin, them and get up and jump. And I say, you know, then you have to go roll past them and sit here. But I realize the closer we get to them, I further them I go. Like my lead me out to the water.
You say manatees, Mr. Dolphins, which one there? Yeah. That's why I'm not going to the water, you know.
They now trouble yourself, love.
That's why everybody say what. Me don't know.
Try it, man. If you're in Florida and you live near the water, try it. It's a nice part.
Yeah.
Go on back in that chat, bro.
All right, my brother.
Manners.
Yeah, all these outdoorsy people. We have a nice place here where you can go kayaking down a river, but missy small alligator on the side of the water there already, and the amount of big turtle and something when we see out there. Me not talk about like that, you know. Me talk about turtle with big like this, you know. Me not feel like we're going to them water there. I just feel like there's something about my luck where I'm gonna make it say. But then again, 5 up same of him, you strap up having firearm with him. So we might have to be careful with it because I might try it. If I carry my firearm with me. Live on the air with SouFLo, good morning.
SouFLo, good morning.
Morning, family, how you doing?
I'm good, but I just wanted to say, when I was 3 years old, my neighbor dog run me down. Right? Ever since then, I took it as a sign. So, me and animals, it looked like we're meant to get along. So, dog, cat, puss, rat, anything. You're not going to catch me outside. More than to walk to my car. That's it.
Where the dog running down? Jamaica?
Yeah.
Every Jamaican have a dog run. I think everyone that we have a dog run down story.
My mother say, all you say, I'm a little fat foot. I rub up and I run and I'm not moving fast, you know. And then the dog stop and turn back and I'm still running.
You're still a run.
So the trauma from that. Me and the outdoors, me and the dog, puss, rat, insect, no. No, thank you, sir.
No. You're an inside person.
Inside, all day, every day.
You don't live in Florida. Okay.
No, I couldn't.
Because
I wouldn't last long.
All right. Yeah, you to live in Florida, you either have to be one inside person, like completely inside person, or you have to get comfortable with some level of critters. I go out to the backyard, Mr. Snake slither gone over into the neighbor's yard. That's just going out to the backyard. Sometimes you leave the garage door open too long and you go in there, or one night me drop asleep, forget the garage door up, jump up and went to go close it, and big raccoon or something out there. You know, we have all kind of stuff around here, man. Not to mention if you're in some communities that have like ponds and stuff like that, alligator bound to be there. You will see signs that say, like when we go to the park, there's a sign that says, please do not feed the alligators. and the kids were right there at the sign fishing, and people was watching that vlog. I think I put that vlog up 2 weeks ago, and a lot of people was like, SouFlo, you make your kids them stay right there so and fish like you don't know how alligator move, them sneaky, you know. Then we sneak up on your kids them and draw them into the water, all this stuff. No one has ever been bitten at that park. And me tell my kids them not to go there, and them still go right there. So which part they do not feed the alligator sides are. But this is Florida, man. We have everything here: snake, alligator, you name it. If you're scared of possums and raccoon and all them something there, then this is another place for you. Lizard. We have all kinds of lizards here. From the one them were big so, like literally big so. From the one them were big so to like a creepy crawly lizard we're getting at your house and all kind of sitting. Kai is growing up. Kai is a Florida boy, as you all know. He born here. Kai run out the door and run them down. And try catch them and hold them up or put them in a bottle, and just like what I used to do when I was growing up. I'm not scared of those things and different frogs and stuff like that. I just don't want no snake, and I don't want to see no alligator, and I'm definitely not going too far out in the water because I know it's a shark out there. You can tell when the sharks are out there. You can see the rippling of the water. You can see anywhere you see like a big school of fish, more than likely, because that's how the shark them feed. More than likely, because them just open them mouth and just swim through the big school of fish. Swim back through the big school of fish and eat whole heap of fish one time. From me see them there in the water, me stay close to shore. All the poisonous things on the planet congregate in those two places. Florida is the eternal swamp. Then he says all the poisonous things on the planet. If we see worm, I'm done. Dirty worm. Have you seen the agamas lizard? The orange, black and no bunches. We never see them there. Them orange and black and what? And white. Trini LB, big up yourself. Thank you for being here. Manchester, Florida is the real life Jumanji. Florida is the real life Jumanji, friend. Anytime I go down, like up my side, I don't really see these. Memorial Day, was it Memorial Day weekend we just passed? Yeah, I think we did go one of the family getaways then. If you watch that video where I was in the blue pool, when we here did braid up, I'm in a blue pool. If you watch that video there, you will see that big lizard. I look me in a pool, you know, I look up. Cause I look on the people them mang up on them tree. And me look up like this. There it was. Lizard about that big. It was just sitting there over us. But we're not afraid of them. Because they don't do nothing to you. Them afraid of you just like how you afraid of them. The only big school of fish me care for steam fish or brown stew fish. On my plate. Yes, with white, and they're down there in Port St. Lucie, all the way back down to like Lauderdale, Fort Lauderdale area. All down there, so down into Miami. Them have all them lizards there. Up this side, like going back up to Orlando side, that we have lizards like, but not that much. And I have never seen one of them big one there up here. We see big lizard up here, but not one of them they like with down Port St. Lucie them side and back down that down there, so South Florida side. I always see some big grasshoppers and some big iguanas, Jerome. And who eat them? Is what set of people eat them? Guyanese eat them. Trinis eat them. Who else eat them? I know say Guyanese people eat them, and I know say Trini people them eat them. Cause I'm sure when I'm in Trini brethren, the big iguana, and he was like, boy, now we go with some curry and some. I said, curry? And say, yeah, Sean, you could catch them and clean them up, and I ain't catching them damn lizard. If I was there, I have the small ones here in Central Florida, says Nans. So any Trini live down on that side there, they could probably go outside, walk outside and catch dinner. And there are a lot, you know, with curry lizard, yeah, with some white rice. the Trini them will live down that side. You see, one time it starts to get cool, like I went get cool, yeah, so close to Christmas time. If you drive through down there close to Christmas time, you will see them line out, like hundreds of them line out in some places in those canals. Them line out on the grass because when the weather changes to chilly, they freeze in place. Like them are run and them just freeze like this, and they stay there until the sun come out and warm them up, and then them start move again. It's crazy. So them easy to catch. Once the weather gets cool, they're easy to catch. You can literally go out there and pick them up. Some people keep them as pet. Some people nyam them. Me not eat them. Them say it tastes good though. And the turtles, Denny's, Sparks, the turtles. It's who eat the turtles. The Bahamian them eat turtles though. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Flo, I'm me again, man. Sorry if you showed about, but
no, man, bro. Talk.
You asked some question about the iguana. Aruba and Curacao.
Aruba and Curacao.
Yeah, they stop. Make a stop of a cruise at Curacao. And I will ask some questions. I want to go market. And them have iguana upon the menu, man. Iguana soup. So I asked the lady, like, man, how is that? She said, I thought she gave her man, you know, and she want a good workout, iguana soup.
Iguana soup. And she said that trunk good for the back.
Yeah, man, she said that and she want a good workout. It's a iguana soup, man, have a drink, man.
God.
Yeah, so
it's a delicacy. Or aphrodisiac.
Them actually hunt them, you know. Them go hunting and get them down them on them enough.
Yeah, me know we have some Trinity brethren, them go hunting for them too.
Yeah. So it's culture is a hell of a thing, you know, brother.
Yeah, boy. All right, you know something near Manico?
No. My probably know a different name.
Boy, it's a thing when near Manico where a Manico in name, so the Trinity them eat it, them go hunting for it to and yam it. It look like one big rat.
Oh, yeah, man. I think we have it there. Look at a big rat too. What the name?
We have it in Florida,
yeah? Yeah, man. The Trinity them eat it.
Yeah, the Trinity them love it.
I forget the name. But but yeah, man, the iguana, a big delicacy for the southern. I'm going to tell you that we meet a bit over here, so this side of Florida. I guess you call them. Anyway, but our white brother, man, tell me, say them go hunting for alligator, man, and when them catch one, all I hear him have meat.
Me eat alligator do enough, bro.
Me
eat alligator do enough.
For real?
Yes, man, me eat alligator. me eat alligator. You know, say, for the longest, me used to say, me would never eat that. Me don't know how some people eat alligator. Boy, me end up going to Texas. And me get some good alligator in Texas at this restaurant called Papa Do's in Texas. Boy, I know alligator is actually like one of my favorite meat them.
So it tastes like chicken?
It tastes like chicken. It tastes like a combination of a lean chicken and fish mix. But in a fishy.
Yeah, me not treat that like the shark thing.
Yeah, treat it like the shark thing, I'll stay away from it.
yeah, just stay away from that one.
As Diva said, me eat alligator, me can't eat iguana. Just don't tell me say iguana till after me done though. Cause that's
I want to tell you, know. we go for a little training back in the early 90s. Down in Dominica, you see? And after training break, we go by the military base. And we are eating, and mother eat something look like chicken wing. Thing, and nice, you know. When we don't know, we ask the soldier from down there, say, what is? Just a spring chicken, man.
Frog.
Oh, yes.
Me not eat frog yet.
So, well, I think me that one unknowingly, but me not gonna do it again.
How it did taste?
Why I couldn't tell the difference between it and a real chicken.
Really?
Yeah, because we never know. It look like a chicken. For them want some big one, you know. Them call it mountain chicken.
Yeah, Bunches just put it in our comment section. It's a mountain chicken.
Yeah, a frog.
Yeah, brother, if you ever eat alligator meat, you don't know what I'm talking about. It's good. I'm not lie. It's real good. Real good.
I don't know. Right now, I'm inside one pan. And I look for one. And I say, yo, come over here so me rub your nose. I mean, walk close to the pan and look at him. No, I don't think we can really cut him up and put jerk sauce on him.
I saw. You will do it, man. Just tell whoever serve it to you, just tell them, say, don't tell you till after you're done with it. Yeah. Seal it proper, fix it, give me, but don't tell me when I till after I'm done with it.
Hey, but then you know, say, when they come to America, first we go fool around with Chinese food. When we get to Jamaica, I know it's Chinese food. Because me people walk up and down the town, them all tell me, say, boy, the Chinese, they cook all the cat and dog and them things. See?
Yeah. No, me not go do that one day. Me not go can do that one day. The dog and the cat, so me not go can do them too there. Yeah. I know alligator meat. I mean, I know crocodile, alligator meat. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Get a meat, nice one.
Boy, yeah, enjoy here, sir.
All right, my brother, mothers.
All right, respect. Hey, Mary, you know, I'm no man, you know, so I can talk to her.
All right.
Please.
All right,
cool.
Cool.
Come on.
Watch it. You know that Alice, wait there. Somebody said, oh, Jerome said, Flo, why would you want to do that? Eat something and then after the person tell you what it is. Imagine a woman wipe something in your mouth and ask if it tastes. And then she said, pum juice. We are talking about food, Jerome. Food we are talking about. To be brave enough. But see the manico here. This is the manico. Yeah. My Trinity brethren said this got on good. This got on real good. Why? Me not lie. Just the way how that look, me no want none. It look like possum. It look like a possum. Just the way it look, me no want none. Lord God. Then no food that. Here Audrey she, but Gerald Audrey said then no food that. That is fish. The manico look like a hear me now, but the manico look like a fish. The manico look like a possum. Me not eating that. Me not name that at all. They're ugly. They're ugly and they look. And then if you ever see how them carry them, baby them, it just make my skin crawl. How them carry them young. They will have like, no sir. Yeah, look like a pack of rat. It's a big rodent, fam. A big rodent. I can't blow up that picture here, but look how they carry them young. You see? That look like a pack of rat to me. Live on the air with SouFLo.
SouFLo.
Mm-hmm.
When I ask if you do no matchmaking.
Mm-hmm.
But the call away, call on
what's
one info.
Mm-hmm.
Just make him email me because I don't want to give out my number for everybody.
True.
can see.
Well,
so the email is Anne-Marie.
ANN.
ANN
MARIE.
Dot
Dot.
Vernon.
VERNON.
At yahoo.com.
Yeah, big woman.
So Anne-Marie.Vernon at yahoo.com. That's my email.
All right.
Tell him to email me.
Got it.
All right. Thank you.
Welcome. All right. The Love Boat. Something exciting and free. Yeah. Wait, you hear me tell Marie say, say a big one. Because if you're there for Yahoo, anything. If your email ends with yahoo.com, does not say a big one. You're a big smarty. No young person don't have no Yahoo. Them say, what is that? What? That's like MySpace. What? MySpace? The hell is that? You better be careful. God, good morning. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Me not laugh. Good morning.
Marlon's family, what going?
I'm good.
Talk to me now.
You left good Jamaica and go eat alligator and iguana.
Yeah, me not eat no iguana, but me eat the alligator though. Then people not there, Jamaica eat crocodile. Me see them. Yeah.
That simple means that you so eat python.
Yeah. No, me not eat that neither. Me
not eat that neither. Man. Just turn out in your belly and wash out your belly, man. That's not good.
It good. Yeah,
oh
yeah.
My God.
Listen now, listen. It is good. May I tell you right now, it good. You know, no different.
What do you mean like good stuff? Good oh.
You know, no different from when you eat goat or anything else. It good. The alligator meat good. May I tell you? Yeah. If you get some, may I tell, if you get some, you'll really enjoy it.
You're not gonna get none in a SouFLo because we start me live whole heap of crocodile in our water, crocodile like crazy, and a $4,000 then catch them and sell them a pound. Jesus Christ.
So you see, then that may I tell you some see people at Jamaica eat crocodile. I see them like alligator meat. Try it, man.
All right, SouFLo, have a nice day with the alligator meat.
All right. Try it here. Get a try.
No, I'm not going to try. I'm not going to try.
You're not going to try?
No.
All right. I'm not force you. All right.
All right.
All right, later. Just have me leave Jamaica and go eat alligator meat. And them eat crocodile in Jamaica. Well, if I did stay in Jamaica, I would have ate crocodile meat. It's just meat. It's just meat. That's it. Boy, them all have one picture of yourself how then cook up the manicu and stew it up and watch it in a pot. It look like curry goat in a pot. Watch out. You will not be able to tell the difference. Look here. When them done put that on a bed of white rice for you. Worse if you get that at one of them dance there a party and you done have a couple drinks already. You not just pass me a fork and one of them paper plate there with some of that something there. Yeah. The man them horse, donkey and goat to and don't even know horse, donkey, dog. There's a Rasta man in Jamaica a few years ago. We did a video on here. You might want to go on YouTube search engine and type in they are eating donkeys in Jamaica, and you will see SouFLoTV video pop up. But back then YouTube used to allow us to put certain things in the video. I don't know how them not flag out the video there yet. But some might me couldn't put in a video. Cause man they run a back at a restaurant, they chop up one donkey. Chopping up and skinning the donkey, and this was in Jamaica. You see, the thing about Jamaican people is this, you see? You see if the price is right, and if the seasoning is good, and the smell of the food up there, that is it. That is it. That's all we need to know. You don't have to tell me, oh, we eat rabbit from long time though, Nance. Long time we eat rabbit. Rabbit a regular thing, man. But donkey and horse, the Rasta man didn't go in a one place where the big carcasses of the donkey and the horses were in Jamaica. I'm carrying video camera go around there. And he must say, people, gonna look. This is not the carcass of anything where you're used to eating, as you can see. And you know the whole rib bone, the ribs bone, them and the hoof and all them something that is around there. And they must say, where did all this meat go? In your food, it gone. In your food, kangaroo tail. Enough of where it kangaroo tail and swear so where it ox tail. Just don't give me no dog. I don't want the dog. Don't keep the dog and keep the cat. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets. Just don't give me the pets. I'll try. I'll probably try almost anything. Almost. I'm gonna try. Me no mind. I had no clue. Nothing wrong with rabbits. Nothing wrong with rabbit, man. A long time I might eat rabbit in Jamaica. Rabbit stew. Well, I no see heart no leap. S diva. Now that me I say season it right and give me 2 scotch bonnet with it. Me not have no roach though. We don't know where that come in. We don't know where that come in. If you want to hear me scream loud, and me can't scream high pitch. Because my voice like no set for the high pitch scream there. But if you want to hear me do a high pitch scream, you see, make a roach. Make a roach fly around here. So, and you will see. And I move very fast too if there's a roach around here, especially if it fly. Well, we grew up in a Jamaica, man. Before we even left and come a foreign. Country we live in. I mean, I talk about, remember, you know, times were so different. You know, now everybody have electricity and constant water supply and, you know, place grill off. And when we grew up, and so this place did stay. First of all, the house wasn't grill up. We used to sleep with the window them open. A 1 nail used to lock the door. 1 nail. My grandfather nailed in a 10-penny nail, a long nail into the wood, and bend it with the hammer. And that and the nail function as a lock. That's all we have. If you ever kick that door there, the nail fly out of something. Now that we think about it, you know, to think how insecure we were, but yet still we did secured. You get what I say? Yeah, so I come from them time there. Back then, people eat rabbit and them something there. We are raised rabbit. I used to raise rabbit as a little youth. I have my rabbit them in my pen. I wouldn't say me I raise rabbit. I have my rabbit in my pen, but I wouldn't. I never do nothing with them. But other people in my community had rabbits and them used to sell them and people eat them and these kind of things. Yeah, man. We up this in our country. Flo, have you ever put a rabbit in your mouth? No, sir. Jerome, I have never put a rabbit in my mouth. Judging by what, Jerome, if you ask that question there, me know what kind of rabbit you probably attack. No kangaroo tail. I googled to see if there were similarities. There's something that's similar to oxtail. I don't know if the kangaroo tail is, but there's something that's similar to oxtail. I think kangaroo tail because they have the joints, like how the oxtail meat have the joints. Not true? People eat chocolate covered roaches. Oh, what me gonna say is that time that when we had grew up at Jamaica, we up in a Clarendon Hill there, so my grandparents' house used to have rat bat. So the rat bat them used to hide in a part of the ceiling where we couldn't see, right? And the roach them used to hide all over the place and you couldn't see them. But you see, as soon as light turn off and everybody gone to bed, because them time that we are clean lampshade, you know, and for light and trim wick for light lamp and them sitting there. So you know, you out light and gone to bed, you can hear them. You can hear the rat them. And no matter how clean you clean up the place, because Miss Ruby them, they were super clean people. But no matter how you clean up the place, you can hear the rat them and yam the box them, because she used to store up stuff in a box. When you wake up in the morning, one big hole in a one cardboard box over there, so she store up something in a. Then you see rat doodle over there, so and them have to set poison and rat trap and all these things. The rat bat them used to scare me. Every evening when it hits 6 o'clock at evening, when it start get dim down, if I got to night time, the rat bat them used to just fly out in a formation, like them military precision fly out, one behind the other, till them start come out fast. Whole heap of them, you know, I see one long line of rat bat, and them fly come back. Them fly come back before we wake up at morning time and go back in the house, and you can hear them sometimes, like them little claw and scrape up the zinc. Because the house have zinc roof on it, you can hear them scrape up the zinc, and you're afraid of them, you know. Every now and then, one of them would fall out and drop in the house. Raw pandemonium in the house. And then the rat bat, now me know say afraid them did afraid, but back then, when the rat bat they afraid and the rat bat start trying to find somewhere to escape, and the rat bat fly and lick up in the wall and make that little sound there, and get up and fly and lick up in the wall next one, make that little sound. If you want to see the whole of we in the house, and then my grandmother, she know, Miss Ruby swear say a duppy. She swears an evil spirit. She did a rebuke rat bat. In the name of Jesus, go back to which part you come from. I don't know who sent you, but God is around here, Mr. Jesus Christ. I'm afraid of that. Every year, stand up on your neck back as a little picnic. Now that I'm grown, I know that all it was an infestation of rat bats in the ceiling. Drop down, call them up there, fight for space. And one drop in the house, and she gone off. And she have Bible, and she have one bottle with, I wouldn't call it, something water in the bottle, and she has dashed that there, funny, and I follow it around the house, and they get up and fly, go so, and everybody run and a duck, and she said, don't run, nobody in here is afraid of you. Sometimes my grandmother name the rat bat, you know, like she know, I know this is you. I know said this is you, like she say, I know this is you, Derek. You're not resting, your soul is not at rest. In the name of Jesus. Yo, I'm afraid you're freaking, you know. When you say, I know this is you. Okay, boy. And then roach them. You know, the roach them, I walk through the house and you see them, and next thing you know, the roach see you, you see the roach. The roach see you, you see the roach. And then the roach just take off. Yo, the roach take off and gone. So me like little picnic, me got. I'm afraid of roach. I'm afraid of flying roach. I'm afraid of rat bat. From them time till now. I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. Your soul is not at rest. And somebody was just dead. She said, come back as rat bat in our house, you know. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Morning, Flo. How you doing?
But good, brother. How are you?
All right.
Nancy, I can't go water. You know, like when I hear that term there, Kananga water. Yo, what go on, brother?
Yeah, man, I will time. You hear me better now?
Yeah, you're good, you're good.
No, man, so I will time, you know, black folks here name to them a duffy. And the little back them were flying on their house. Then tell us, are your great grandmother?
Are your great grandmother? Are your auntie were passed away 2 years ago? My grandmother used to make me afraid and rotted because she used so like if we get trouble. And she said, you see, me tell her say your grandmother is not, your great grandmother is not pleased. You see, she come to visit. And we said, blood clean. So she come in a farm of a bat. And she fly around the house and lick up in everything. So
Flow, man. Tell them, man. Sometimes they make your bread bad. Especially if you go somewhere late at night. It make me gear up because I have to run past them banana tree there real fast. If anything grab me, then can't hold it.
Can't hold you. You used to walk with bucket torch?
No. Me not that old.
Yeah, no man, no, nothing to do with old. You have to do with the short you come from.
No man, yeah, like when me always up on my grandmother and my grandfather, come on, you walk with bucket torch. And you know, like the upscale one is the home sweet home lamb. The one that you can't touch it, you know? You have to just hear.
Yeah, the home sweet home lamb shade.
But yeah, man, we people make we afraid bad, man. Even when me a big man, sometimes when me drive past cemetery, me pass it 100 me shot past the cemetery.
Don't point over there, no?
No, you know?
If you point over there, you have to bite up your finger then.
Yeah, man, when you go to school, you have some people who tell you, say, they will write your name and try to put it on the grave. You're afraid.
You're afraid, you know?
Yeah, some things that they used to do to control us.
What?
But eating, I mean, consuming them type of things, that I have a neighbor where she used to cook outside in her outside kitchen. And she named Patricia, drinking soup one night. I'm here and say, I want this so crispy nice. And when he looked slow, it was a shit bug in it.
In our soup?
Yeah. So when I realize sometimes, you know, some people eat a mango in the dark, you know, because they say they don't want to see worm, them and them things. There's things we're just not going to do.
Me not do that. But me sure me eat worm already in a mango though. Me sure of that. Cause sometimes we did craving.
So me know say your man will do detox and all these things. When my parents used to give me sulfur bitters and all them things there. And when you look you see some long tape worm with them things are not in you no more or what?
Me not think so no. But here what? I don't know if you did see the vlog when we did there at Jamaica, me wash out the drum them and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, so me wash out the drum them when we reach down there. Because I say, nobody wash out the drum them. All the drum them around the house is full up with water. And people just take your water and I use it. So when me looking at the water now, I say, holy power worm or something. But remembering growing up down there, on the vlog I said, I go drink the water here because this is a good water for drink. And the worm them in the water won't do you nothing. Everybody in my comment section said, SouFlo, you better not drink the water then you end up in hospital today. Don't drink the water because you left Jamaica a long time ago and your stomach is not like that anymore. So I guess, because when I grow up, all we do, take a cup, go put it in the same drum with full of worm. You know, we used to have a box of worm them out there way like this, so we pick up a water for drink. And just pick up your cup of water and drink it. So you can imagine them parasite they did in a way. Now with grandpeople them, my grandparents, they knew. So them would have given these things. Because you'd have to wonder why them always are fully up with tea and bitters all the time and wash out constantly. And boy, I see some long tapeworm and some sitting come out in a medudo and them something that's picnic. But it come from them thing there, from playing in the dirt. And come here start eat the dirt, brother. Playing in the dirt, eating the dirt, and drinking the water from the drum them with the worm them in it. Yeah, man, me used to eat the dirt.
So that means that when you're a baby, you used to take up full shit and then things there?
No, but we used to have full house though. And we used to go in there go pick up egg and them something there. But we never used to take up no full shit. But we used to eat the dirt.
You never suck your thumb or them things?
No, me never suck no thumb. My cousin, they suck thumb. And we run her down one time and put full shit on her thumb. And she wash it off and put her finger right back in her mouth. Yeah.
You know, sometimes, you know, it's nice when you can go back in time and remember, you know, how you grew up, because them days that not exist anymore, you know?
No, brother.
You don't know about sitting in the house and, you know, go on social media and all these things.
We were outside.
Hopscotch or anything anymore.
We did outside.
Fully outside.
Dan the Shandy.
Right? Slow, you know, say right now, if you throw something off of one of your kids, they go connect.
Yeah, because they don't
know.
What? Yeah, you think a joke? Watch this, right? You see when them there Jamaica?
Yeah.
Like when them first start, now them a get little better. But when them first start, every which part them go them drop. Them just stop drop and trip over this and drop over that. We never used to trip and drop, so and the picnic them where grow Jamaica don't trip and drop like that. Because we grow up on them uneven terrain, the bro. So we know we balance is good. For them balance, them used to just flat ground. So when you carry them go all up in the hills of Clarendon there, a beer trip and drop and get up and drop again and drop and drop. It's true. It's true. Our reflex quick too.
Them don't know about buck two and all them things.
No about which buck two. No about which buck two. Buck two.
Kids are very much well protected.
Boy.
Sometimes you have some person you can look at them and they see some big scar on them, and even some girls, and it's just because how them go rough. Drop out a tree, you know, guinea tree, starve a tree, all these things.
Right, bicycle and the pedal, chip up your shin.
What?
Yeah, remember dog, I run me dog in the one and I said me ride so fast still. The dog them still I catch up with the bicycle and me ride so fast, run off of the bicycle, over the bicycle, left it and run gone, you know. And the dog them couldn't catch me, but I never my bicycle.
Hey, Flo, where we used to live, it's right there where the pump house is, where the head up, where the water pump to the neighborhood.
Say it.
But you have a big tank, huge tank, then way up on top of a hilltop.
Yeah.
So you have to walk and rest to go up a big tank. But you see, to return, it's a steep hill you have to walk down. I remember one time we walked down and just one stone go move, you know. And then now we start take off and they run, you know, and me can't break up, you know. And me they run to life and I break up, but me can't break up. You see, when me finally reach down high level, me trip up and me go trip up and bring them tear up.
Yo, right there, Gerald, you have to help me with that one. Yeah. Marie's message 411 TV said, me love goat balls and brains.
Maria overdo it. When you sit you see my try to do like a let's band TV or
something. Worry, Gerald said that no man tries to do let's band TV or something like so. But don't look up us in the random comment on the screen. I like goat balls and brains. That's all it is. Yo. All right, brother. I like goat balls and brains. You're not easy, though. Hey, somebody tell me say it tastes good, though. Maria said it tastes good. It tastes good. How that, Mario, how you cook that? And please don't say you roast it and put salt on it. How you cook that? No, me want to know. How you cook goat balls? Goat balls. Imagine telling somebody say you love, I like goat balls. Do you serve goat balls here? I'll have the goat balls with the scrambled brains. How you tell somebody say? Please tell me how you cook that. Hello?
Hey, SouFLo. Yeah, when you prepare it, you first have to cut off the first layer of the skin that's on the outside. And peel that off. The inside, the two balls that's inside. You cut it up and clean it up like you are the meat.
Like
you
season
it. You cut it up like how you cut up meat and you season it.
In a hard.
No, it have a texture. It have a texture when you eat it. Like you ever eat kidneys?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's almost like the texture of kidneys.
Oh. No, liver.
If you eat kidneys and liver,
yeah.
Like the kidneys, it have that type of texture when you cook it.
Me I tell Dennis kidney texture different from liver texture though.
Yeah, but the kidney texture.
The kidney texture it have like.
Yes.
Lady J said they're
brains
good.
know. The brains know because my mother used to take the head and use it to make manish water.
Right. Right.
So she roast the head and scrape it and everything. But she split it down the middle.
Oh.
And we take out the brain.
Yeah.
And the brain, you can scramble it. And you scramble it like how you do scrambled egg. And put little salt and little black pepper on it.
Goat brain.
Goat brain. It's like scrambled egg.
Ah. No man. You know, me hear this before somewhere. Me sure at Jamaica too. But I'll just say if you eat cow cod, you will eat goat balls.
SouFLo, I in Clarendon we grow as a child.
Same.
But me spend a lot of my time in like Kellits, in Good Hope, up in the hills.
Same.
It's nothing but cows, hogs, goat.
Kellits.
A country life we come from.
Yeah. Me know, man. Me know. But me know. And in a them time there and also, but even now, nothing got to waste off of the animal when them slaughter animal.
Right, because when my mother starts sharpening fear knife them.
Yeah, true.
Me know say at time for goat get.
But my grandfather them when them would have cut off that and throw it, get the dog them though.
No, my mother, nah, that's when nothing.
Rotted.
The only thing when she does try to hoof them.
Same.
The tripe, everything I get.
Tripe, I go down a banana walk, go get clean out.
Yes.
I want this so nice.
And that are going in manish water.
I want
with the goat head.
Yeah. And or them would have some later for when them fry it up.
At the manish water. They put them the head, the tripe, and the belly. That's manish water.
Yeah, them sometimes they fry up the tripe, not the beehive part of the tripe, but the intestinal part, then cut up the long something there and fry it up.
I love the liver and the goat liver and the goat kidney.
Yes.
Because that you can use that make breakfast.
Dumpling and 2-finger banana. One to you, man.
Wow. SouFLo.
We know about them something there, yes.
I want to go back a yard.
And just the ball spot, me never know about.
Go back in that chat.
All right, later. Yes, true. All that now early in the morning there with a nice cup of cocoa tea. Cocoa tea, me I talk about the one where them put together, like the ball form and then them grate that back to make your tea. Come on. Yes, Murray, yes. Those part of Jamaica is paradise. Paradise. For real. I was telling my son them must say day before yesterday? No, Friday. Everybody was here Friday. I tell them, I say, you notice none of you still haven't outgrown me, right? Because although them big and tall, them still not taller than me. And I remember when they were all born, each one of them was in the 95 to 110 percentile. 110 percentile child now, the doctor would have said, this child is going to be taller and bigger than you. I look for that to happen all now, and it can't happen. So I tell my son them, say, maybe the diet that you grew up on, it stunted your growth compared to the diet where me grew up on. Although I left Jamaica early and come a foreign, but I think my foundation was already set genetically, because if we did eat, which part me come from, if we eat chicken, and we did grow the chicken, and we literally go take a chicken out of a chicken coop and kill the chicken, they clean it up, and a chicken for dinner today. If we did eat goat, and one of we goat them where we did raise. If we did eat beef, is one of Mass Cleavy cow them get killed, and him supply the shop them, plus other people in the community come buy them beef, and him have beef set for the family. If we eat pork, definitely one of him hog them, because him used to have a whole heap of hog. You know, any meat we eat, it was off of our farm. We raised that ourselves. And any food I ate, me never grew up and eat rice, right? Because we never grow rice, and rice was only cooked on Sundays, and that was grandma thing for the pigeon peas or rice, or she would have do red peas or rice sometime. You know, Sunday dinner kind of thing. Sometimes it was roast beef, sometimes it was brown stew chicken, sometimes it was whatever, but I was always with rice and peas. And then, you know, you get the sauce up juice or your carrot juice for the this, that, and the other on the side. But never grew up eating rice. Like from day to day, my day-to-day diet was always yam, banana, dasheen, cocoa, breadfruit, and that me grew up on. So, and funny thing is, if you go which part me come from to this very day, just go there and just stand up and observe the crowd. Because now that I'm grown, older, me love to them something that, you know, you're so in love with where you were raised at and the people you come from and all this. So me got more time and just observe. And me I said, blood fire. It's like a beer tall man there around here. So like majority of us from up there so are 6 foot and over. And just it look almost look tribal. Like everywhere you look is like a 6 footer. 6 foot, 6 foot, 6 foot, 6 foot, 6, 7 foot. Some of them extra tall. Even the woman them, a lot of them tall, right? And you can tell the age group and the generation now. The funny thing is, I'm watching like the younger, newer crowd. And the younger, newer crowd, them look small. Them look small. Them look small in a body. Them magadong. Some of them look like them not take care of themselves. Them not eat right. We don't know if them getting at the rum and boom and, you know, ganja all the time or wherever the case may be. But them don't look like we who came before them. They don't look like we who came before them. My grandmother got the meat from her brother, then he killed because they sell at the market and to the community except chicken. My grandparents had only chicken. Mistress B talks health and wellness with a twist. And for us, Mas Cleavy was a farmer, and he was a butcher as well. So, and we had everything. We had everything. And what we didn't have, we next door neighbor them had it. So, for instance, goat. If we never have goat, they had goat. So, you know how that go already. Some of them goat, for some of them cow, because them never have cow, but we did have cow. Them get beef, we get goat from them. Same way so. But it was all off of the same land. The same goat them when we used to grow up, I see them and move the goat, and the goat give a baby and all these things. And them goat they will end up at eat. Same way. Bartering, Audrey. Bartering. Yeah. Yeah, man. Jerome said, Dead Flow said that this will be a 2-hour live. 2 hours now. And none of the topic them not start yet. Papa Jesus. Sometimes it get nice like that, man. But oh God, man. Country life versus town life. We could talk about that a little bit. Country life versus town life. Anybody in here from country versus who's from town? Or the country people them who are in here and you've been to town, would you say you would prefer town over country? Or the town people them, would you say you would prefer town over country? I've met people from town before who said, boy, me can't do a country, we don't know. It's boring down there. And I know my speed that, and everybody chat bad, and this and that. Them have one long string of complaints. But most country people when me know a proper country. And most town people when me know a proper town. Yeah. Country all the way. See? Nisha said town. Most town people prefer town. Most country people prefer country. Although I have only for town people who want to go country and vice versa. But check this out. Raddy's daughter said Kingston, St. Andrew, that's a town. Miss B talks health and wellness with a twist, a country. Born a Yui, make a country girl now, but a country girl now, Denise. But you're born a town, but a country girl now. BM says country, country, country. Stacey answer country all the way. Win Townhouse. Marie's message 411 TV said, me love country. Boy, Marie, you come from my place though. Nan says, I am from country and I can do either, but I prefer country. Yeah, I can do either too, but honestly, after a while in town, I'm ready to go to country though. I won't say I can do either and I just want to stay in town. I don't want to. I don't want to. I can be there, enjoy what's going on, stay for a while, but after that, I'm like, yeah, I'm ready to go to country. Town too combustible, man. Wait there, Raddy say I can't do country. I can't do country. Yes, Diva said I come from country and I love it. Remember when we used to go town, it's like, no, can't wait to go home for be a town dirty. town dirt different. Yeah, you just get dirty for no reason. It's like the dirt in the ear and it just follow you and stick on you. Country there, we have to ramp in the dirt to get dirty. Breeze nice down a country. Shade everywhere. Food everywhere. I'm country, I prefer country. Says Dorothy T. Nan says facts. Remember the point Jamaica Cursor, born a town, spent age 3 to 10, Beaufort, Westmoreland, then 10 to adult years in town. Country was the most amazing experience. Rizabella says, I grew up in Portmore. I like visiting country because I bathed in the river, but I was afraid of passing the graves in the front of the yard. Sorry about townhouse. Country, Anthony Vaz. If you grow up in town, you love that life. Not all town. Chuck up. That's true. And not all town chuck up. If your parents them didn't do okay and your family did all right, then you might have to run around place a town there where the yard is nicely fenced off or a wall up around it and your lawn nice and you know you have some big fun in the house and them kind of something there. A country which part me there, not even fun we never have in the house. I swear to you, not even one fan was in that house. All windows open. Grandma have stuff on the table to cover the food them. If she says share out grandpa food and him not reach in yet, or something like that, or she share something for you, she'll cover that with the. You don't remember them something there? I don't know what them call them. They're made of plastic, and them have some hole in it, and them shaped like a dome. And should I use them to cover up the food them? All windows and doors open, so we are breathe outside air right through. If it's hot, you're just rotted hot. We don't have no fan. We definitely don't have no AC. No nothing like that. Can go down a river, go bathe. Can bathe outside in the backyard. A fly cover. We used to bathe outside in our backyard. Or go down a spring, go bathe, wash off, or go down a river. Dish cover. A dish cover they used to call it. Rizabella says, I hated the country because of the pit toilets. And I wouldn't poop. I wouldn't poop for the entire time I was there. I give you a joke. I'm playing one time and may run and a pit toilet. Them just change the pit toilet, you know. So them build one new upper piece to it and put it over all hole. And it had a big hole in the back of it because it never fit properly. So my grandfather them cut down some banana tree like cut down the whole banana tree and use the whole banana tree, them lay it sideways for cover the hole. And me go around there, me tell you, say, as a youth boy, I was free though. I thank Mas Clevia and Miss Ruby all the time because me did free. Them pick me here will never experience the kind of freedom I had growing up. You know, when me tell you some me have land to run through, you know, man, and cut through banana piece and dung in a sugar cane and got anyway, me run at the back of the toilet, pit toilet, and me start jump on the banana tree them when my grandfather cut down, put round there. Dung in the pit toilet, me gone, you know. The banana tree them gave way and I fell into the pit toilet. And me start ball out and my older cousin them come draw me out of the pit toilet. Dougie, rest in peace. Dougie passed away a couple of years ago. But Dougie come draw me out of that pit toilet there. Yeah. But now when I go to Jamaica, I would want to go. They don't have no pit toilet there anymore. At my grandparents' place no more. But before them pass on, me used to love go to Jamaica and go in the pit toilet. Because for one, me used to burn a little bit of herb and me couldn't do it with them. So you got lock up in the pit toilet. And when me in the pit toilet now, and me I deal with my business, my number 2, and take a little real quick, me start hear the people them business from next door. You know, people are past because everybody have phone now. So I put pit toilet in up on the edge of the back of the property. So, but it's close to the road. But it's up on a hill still. So I know, like I say, anybody can size up with the toilet. Them down there, so but you can hear them a pass. And you hear them on them phone attack. You want to see me? I look through the wood. Remember, I know a foreign me living, so I fly down. And I said, I don't want to use the inside bathroom. I want to use the pit toilet. I actually got addicted to it. Coming out in a pit toilet. A little thing on me here. Yes, tell the boy if you can't my blood clot money come give me. You say any spot, me buck him up. See me here? I say, who that? Cause you told me not did it all the time, you know, people grow and change and go and come. Some faces you don't know. I'm like, okay, me know who that. If you want to heal up somebody, you hurry up and run out and pit toilet quick and act like you need to do something else. Georgie, what on? And he look up and said, Dino, you ain't at the place for G. A long time you don't see you, you know? Or you just stay quiet and just watch people business and hear them. You know, who get catch a door, who owe who money, and all that. Then me go in the house, go tell grandma and them, say, me hear somebody out the door a chat about Miss so to bring our money come give her. Yeah, me love it pit toilet something, man. My friend that live in the States just bought a house in Red Hills with different trees in the yard. Him not have to go to market. Him not have to go to market still because him not have all the things. You see, that's country now. Because we really not have to go to market. Unless we want rice. Nobody at Jamaica now grow rice. So unless you want rice, now what else? Everything else we eat up there, so we grow it. And if we not grow it, we neighbor grow it. So we grow it. They grow in the area. Yeah. I think I told you all this before that I never had seafood. Never had seafood. Now, mind you, I could have ate seafood over the years. Never had seafood till we link up with Shakira and start go Westmoreland side. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Yeah,
when you live in a country, you can literally survive with just
going live. I mean, you know.
So did you save the old one?
No, it's the same live.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm live again. Yeah, I'm live again right now. Everybody, sound. Can you hear me? We're back. See, when it come back in normal, it come back with no sound. So I'm worried about that. Yes, them can hear me. All right, we're good again. Jeez. We get saved, Jerome.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, man. And I think what would have happened is that having a panel of 10 persons, 5 from country and 5 from town, it would be a good debate who tell you why you should be a country and why town is the best or why country.
When we do the
panel.
When we do the StreamYard something with the panel.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be a good one. That would be a good one.
Country are the best.
You think
as I said, yeah man, you can survive a country. You only need a box of matches, salt, and black pepper.
And you're good to go.
Why you can go hunt bird, pigeon, barbie dogs, turtle dogs, and that's for meat time. And if it's vegetables, you have popcorn, collard, plantain, yams, whatever. It's a survival.
Yeah, yeah.
And I mean, you have fruits all over.
You
so
know,
if you want to get guava or mangoes, just whatever it is, apples, pine plums, cocoa plum, sweet plum.
BM said on a cheese pan. A real conscious one, not to know. On a cheese pan. Yo, my grandfather used to mix when him cut the lime them, all him go a bush with a little sugar in a bag. And him cut the lime them and juice them in the cheese pan, get him water from the river there so and lemonade that.
So Flo, you know what they call it? Beverage?
Yeah man. Beverage. Beverage. The sugar water.
Yeah. And just one squeeze of lime and you're good to go.
Yeah, and you see them cheese pan they can run both tonight too.
Everything.
You ever have the beverage mixed with one bugger lime? You don't know
what kind of lime?
Bugger lime.
Bugger lime is what kind of lime?
All
the bigger one or the fine round one?
Yeah, them big and bumpy on the outside.
Yeah, like you want to look like a lemon, but it has like a flavor of like sour.
No. Yeah, probably a mandarin.
No man, you have some of them called lemon where when you look for it, come like a leprosy you have.
Yes. Make up to say ugly on the outside.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that when they use that make sugar and water or make beverage. Sure. All that with just piece of bread, you know. Me not even need nothing on the bread, you know, just piece of hard dough bread. Nothing, and you're good to go. Nothing. If you have butter, then a luxury that. You're good to go.
But no, I mean, think of it. We only know that the only bake we bake with neighbor was for a tall glass of ice water. We never really bake it.
No, sir. No, and that was, and then would I offer you that anyway? And then would I offer you that anyway?
Yeah.
Yeah. One thing about country, you know, every yard you're stopping, you know, somebody I want you eat some food or drink something. Yeah.
Can't
get hungry country. A common place. Somebody are gonna ask if you eat some food or drink something. No man, stay man, we soon done cook man. Then me not soon done. Tell them say boy me have to leave, you know. And them I say, no man, go on man, 5 minutes more it done.
Slow up to the dog them when they back on to the survivor. All when they sticky dog them go take wash out, eat certain bush.
Bush.
They have to get puppy chow and them things.
Yeah. I used to see dog them in a bush and vomit and do that themselves too.
Yeah, them and do that.
Eat certain grass and them thing there. I true, you know. True.
Country, I told people I go with them
especially over Portmore, bro.
Man,
when you say that
Portmore every holiday, so man, I work
mercy.
I real blood sucking parasite there.
Yeah, Portmore have the, I don't know what you call them, but for them mosquito run Jamaica when it comes to mosquito. You know how you have like some place who have the baddest gang them in the place and the most gunman come from there. So Portmore have the mosquito them where the gangster mosquito them for Jamaica. Portmore. Them mosquito the boy.
And when we go to town, me always hang out on the streets, but you look to drive by. The running when certain car creep forward on the road. So I mean, too much anxiety there at all.
Too much anxiety.
And then you used to see some quotes when they walk 15 pounds. And one of them breasts longer than the next one.
And the dog them look hungry. The country dog them full of strength, you know, you have to go run, you know. You have to go run because they always are energy to chase you. Town dog don't even chase your brother. The dog them just look for you and say, yo, something different with on me, G. That's a survival thing. Country dog, them ribs are short.
They don't have no life. So my mom, they just drop their head for the ground and I think look for you sometimes. You know, say, I think I told you, I told dog first where I cut the eye off of people.
Run down. Let's have strength for run your dog. I always wonder why people they are town though. Cause you know when you go town you see more like people will look like them homeless. We're not gonna say homeless because you know Jamaica stay already. We don't really necessarily have homeless people. We have people who left them yard because them have mental issues or them and them family fall out or something like that. So it's not like them not completely have nowhere to go. But as far as town, you're gonna see most of that, like homeless people. Because country you don't really see homeless people. If you see a man in a country where them say homeless, I bet you I take him head, take him.
Yeah, that's
yeah, him head take him and he walk with gone left in yard and I walk road and them kind of something there. But him people them know which part him there and him know when to find him yard or when him really want to find him yard. You know?
And sometimes people call them, come here. Just come here. Come here this man.
Mm-hmm.
You want something and they are cut them by half of the team or so.
Yeah. They still care for him even though.
When you go to town now, you see some, you know, homeless woman or man fully naked out there.
Oh, yeah.
They walk out naked and them things there.
Yeah.
And indecent exposure, nobody not lock them up.
Nobody not lock them up. Nobody not look like they even care about them. Nothing. Look, listen. You say, all right, so out in the Maypen area, all the way back up to like Christiana area, all the way, all Manchester, Clarendon area, all of them area there. Anybody you say out the door, you see where say them lose their mind or anything, just like what you just said, people are gonna come talk to them. Like then we see you every day. If you lose your mind and up on road, the people that we see you every day, them know say, all right, I'm Mr. Ruby grandson that you know. So people are gonna talk about you. Oh God, look on him. You remember when time he used to, I used to grow up from a good family with sense, you know. And then if them see I go too far now, like them say I eat out a garbage can, they will come draw you away, they will come talk to you. I said, don't do that, man. Come here. I want to go on with you. You want me to buy something for it? And them kind of sitting there. Town, the people are on their own, bro.
Most of the people that will get deep go back a yard. The one them will dip and gone back a country, sometimes make something out of them life. The one them will dip and go back a town, most of them try to have to go in a party. I pick up this, I pick up that.
Yeah.
But sometimes the country people and the elder them for sympathy with. They say, boy, when you up so you know, but come and get big. And you have some people that cook and send your dinner go here, you know. And
then that Mrs.
Family, you know?
Mrs. B talks health and wellness with a twist. Just put that in the comment section. And they send you go with the food to give them even though you're afraid of them. Even though you're afraid of them. Can't just go give your mad uncle up the road. You're afraid of him, you're afraid. Oh man.
Yeah, we used to just cook fish almost the whole neighborhood.
Yeah.
That's just how everybody was.
True.
You walk past and say, Mr. Bennett, Mrs. Bennett, good evening. Just a pass and say, hold on, come here, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, cement just pick this from book here. See some service here. You know what? It was like a great feeling to give something. It makes you feel good. And I thought many people used to grow.
Same way, so.
They want to cook food, and they make one pudding, or palm pudding, or potato pudding. It's a great joy to cut piece and give you. and watch your ET and them smile and you smile.
Same way, sir. Same
Some
way.
people, they rather throw sitting pies in your dog.
Pies in your dog, fling hot water, burn up your dog.
Man, something.
Oh man, it's a different vibe, man.
It's a different vibe. And I'll say, without being biased, country rocks.
Lulu Ridges says, SouFlo, you really think that funny? Those jokes are mad corny. But I'm not jokes we are give. I reminisce, we are reminisce. We lived it, so we're talking about what we lived.
Yeah, so, country life is the best. I mean,
see,
kids survive.
It look like offend the town people, them, bro. Cause Roddy's daughter say, generalizing. And Lulu Ridges say, you think those jokes are funny? They're mad corny.
What?
And town people, them too serious, though. You see?
You see how they look we always hear say country of a town, town people used to always style country people. So them fool, them docile.
Yeah, them.
You can't bring countryman come a town. So wait then. So can't we say got you, this is our got you moment?
Yeah. So Roddy's daughter says some town people treat them dog like family. That a no.
That a no.
That a no. New generation, something that. Then treat that car dog. Cause them fly out and go foreign or them watch internet and them turn like foreigner. So then car dog gone in their house now and all them sitting there. But that a no.
Lulu, you have to understand that. When you go in that town, all the taxi man, if they see one dog, they purposely swing the car and lick the dog, broke the dog, pop him foot. I want that Lulu Ridges understand that there's so much stories out there. I remember there's a story where a dog asked to call them why them go a roost so early. And they said them raw slick them when me hear when they get a night time. You know what to get
I saw.
But it's a nice feeling when we can reminisce.
Yeah.
And just the town person to call in now when we come out by phone and different tone. Instead of them in the comment section and cry.
Not true? Here Maureen's message. Maureen's message said the town man them love country girl because the country girl them cook and them don't want no KFC. Yeah. Country girl them be cooking. Yeah.
Who you feel say invent this when them say love you like a cook food?
Somebody from country.
Blood.
And somebody from country do it.
Why love me now comment, because the more fun news, they tomorrow before they comment again.
I draw me down with you. Me I left it now here.
Alright, later.
Alright. Can we can't take so much cuss out in our one day. Memories, good memories. You have to understand that them days are never coming back, Them days are never coming back. So any little chance you get to reminisce upon them, as you can always see, anytime that start, the life just turn into that. We have topics to discuss this morning, but for some reason, we can't get to them. You know what? We're going to get to the topics them now. But big up to everybody tuning in this morning. We appreciate you greatly. Country or town, we're still one Jamaican set of people. No matter which part you come from, right? You're still a Yardie, still a Jamaican. No make it look so. Them have a thing go on where they started pitting Jamaicans who flew out of Jamaica or who have flown out or those who spend more time foreign than you do on the island of Jamaica. And there was a division starting there too. Because, the voice was getting louder where they were saying, if a foreign you live, you shouldn't have nothing to say about Jamaica. If you're in foreign for more than 6 months out of any year, you shouldn't have nothing to say about Jamaica because you're no longer a Jamaican. We did have to fight for that. And then there's another level of division where it's country versus town. And then there is those who fly out versus those who don't fly nowhere at all. And then there is, so we don't want the division thing, you know. So it's all in good fun and jokes, same way, see? Because at the end of the day, a one place and our one Jamaica we have. See? All right. Now, before we do all that, let's save the question then for last. Let's get into something serious. Donald Trump slams the museums. There's something going on with the president wanting to change what the museums are displaying. I'm finding this vibe kind of weird. I didn't think a president would like, that's not his line avenue of where he should be going. Anyway, let me put it to you like this. So the US President Donald Trump on Tuesday criticized the top museums for their woke focus on subjects. Their woke focus is calling up. First of all, let me stop and say something. And I want y'all to pay attention to this. Don't miss this. All the things that were invented are taken away from and repurposed by others. I'll give you an example. One fist in the air. Go back and look and you will see what one fist in the air has always meant. If you look at the Olympics, where one fist in the air, it was a long time ago Olympics, where one fist in the air was done by our African American athletes after they won gold at the Olympics. They were being treated like shit at home. This was on foreign soil. After they were given that, they put one fist in the air. One fist in the air has always meant resistance to a struggle, resistance and struggle, resisting a struggle, resistance and fighting in a struggle. Power to the people. Who you see putting one fist in the air now all the time? Right. The same person will get him ears. So him get him ears shut off the other day, but the ears miraculously grow back. See him somebody? One fist in an ear now. The next thing. This is even more modern than that. Is the term woke. When I was growing up, right here in the United States of America, woke, we used to walk away from each other back when we used to be like, yo, I'm out. We used to even say, I'm out of 5,000. It means I'm out of here. I'll see you later. And we used to say, stay woke. Stay woke meant don't sleepwalk. You understand everything that's going around you, that's going on around you. Stay woke. Now, woke get flipped into something negative. So US President Donald Trump on Tuesday criticized top museums for their woke focus on subjects including how bad slavery was. Why would the president want to criticize a museum for their focus on how bad slavery was? His latest attack on the cultural institution in a country that fought a civil war over this issue. The Smithsonian is out of control, where everything discussed is how horrible our country is, how bad slavery was, and how unaccomplished the downtrodden have been. Nothing about success, nothing about brightness, nothing about the future is what the president wrote. He said the Smithsonian is out of control. He was referring to the Smithsonian Institution, which is an independent organization that operates 17 museums, galleries, and a zoo that is located, they're all located across the country, which receives high public funding and which he has previously accused of espousing a corrosive ideology, threatened to cut funding. The transatlantic slave trade from Africa to the Americas spanned 3 centuries, and it has been referred to as the United States' original sin. Him not like that. The country's South fought to maintain slavery in the 1861 to 1865 Civil War, but they lost. Don't want that history to be told. Since then, African Americans have fought for their civil rights, including in the Black Lives Matter movement protests of 2020, which forced a new national reckoning on the darker parts of U.S. history. The museums throughout Washington, but all over the country, are essentially the last remaining segment of what we call woke, is what Trump wrote in a Truth Social post, using his shorthand for leftist social justice movement. For months now, Donald Trump has disparaged cultural institutions which have worked to bring more diversity to exhibits and programming in recent years, highlighting women, people of color, and queer culture. Last week, the White House... let me stop right there for a second. Why is it that every time we discuss Black freedom, why they throw queer stuff in it? Black freedom must go hand in hand with gay rights. Maybe I'm going too controversial here, but I've always noticed that. You be stumbling through Black stuff and you're looking like, okay, Black freedom is under, boom, and gay rights. And I'm like, why you have to put in the gay rights in it? Can't Black people fight for Black freedom without gay rights attached to it? I find that weird. I find that very weird. And they always do it. Like just now, I'm going through this right here. I'm just stumble across queer culture. What does queer culture have to do with? See, one thing I know for sure, right, is this. A Black person who is gay can easily fool everybody that they're not gay. But them can't fool everybody that they're not Black. In other words, one should have nothing to do with the other. I understand it's a group of people who are fighting for their rights, but it's two different things we're fighting for. You know? I don't know if I'm the only one that sees it that way. Dorothy T says, then again, they're creating some distraction from the, those files. Anyways, now museums are being targeted because they speak too openly about the horrors of slavery. If telling the truth about slavery makes a museum too woke, then the problem isn't the history, it's the people who want to erase it. In 2017, during his first term, President Trump visited the National Museum of African American History, which opened the year before he got his first term, and which depicts the slave trade, among other historic subjects. This museum is a beautiful tribute to so many American heroes, Trump said, after that tour, according to U.S. media reports from the time. He said it was amazing to see. That was then. Now, it's all this right here is just too much. This Black people should forget that stuff happened. You know, Black people should forget that stuff happened. Nobody wants to be reminded all the time about how many years your foreparents spent on plantations. Nobody wants to be reminded about how they were tortured and families separated and pillaged and plundered and sold off in that direction. And Nobody wants to be reminded of all your atrocities. Keep that under the quiet. The museums are going overboard now with this. Let's change the theme. Or we cut funding. Wow. Wow. I'm just going to leave that one right there. Skip right by it. It's kind of like just letting you know that that's what's happening out here. And like I started out saying earlier, I remember during the election what was being said and who was saying it. And I remember warning those who were saying it that the time would come where, you know, a lot of people thought only immigrants were going to be, illegal immigrants were going to be under pressure. Remember when I said that my African-American brothers and sisters, they're going to get their fair share soon too? Well, here we are. Trump slams U.S. museums for focusing on how bad slavery was. Basically saying, stop talking about it so much. Why do you have to have it everywhere? Why do you have to show it everywhere? Where are all the good stories, the uplifting stories, the joyful stories? That's crazy. I'll close that segment and move to another topic by saying this. We're the only set of people who everybody wants to forget everything that was done to us. We must forget our history. We're the only ones. Everybody else is allowed to remember and be compensated for. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Good morning, SouFLo. How are you?
I'm good, family. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm going to make a suggestion. Why everyone don't go back and go watch Roots, and they will see something. Everybody will see what's going on.
Go back and watch Roots.
Roots. Remember that?
Yes, I remember it.
My name is not Toby. My name is Kunta Kinte.
Yeah.
Yes. Tell them to go back. Everybody go back and watch Roots. Make all black people go back and watch Roots. And they will say all these black people who vote who will know where them work, where their grandparents was.
Got it. Got it. All right, my friend.
Okay.
You heard her. She said, make it a point of duty to go watch Roots. Powerful. Powerful. Absolutely. I just want to speak to some of the black people who, you know, empowered all this. Because I remember them doing it. And we couldn't tell them nothing. Someone just want to talk to some of them. Are any of you here today? Any of you in here today? I just want to ask you a question. I want to have a word of exchange. They're in hiding. Anyway, moving right along. If any of you are here, please feel free to call the phone. The number is pinned 186. I put the wrong number in the chat. It's 1-806-587-8953. Calling WhatsApp is free. All right, let's repin this. There it is. 1-806-587-8953. Please feel free to call in. If you are one of them who supported during the election, now please remember, I am very much for democracy. I am very much for the ideology of people being free to choose and vote for who they choose to vote for, right? At the end of the day, when the election is over, there are consequences to your votes or not voting, and we all have to live in the same country with whatever the outcome of that is. So I'm very mindful of that. I don't get into calling people names because they voted different from I voted. I just want to have a civil conversation. I want to see, like, I have a bone to pick, and I want to try to figure some things out. Please feel free to call in if you're here. Moving right along, though. A jailbreak. A jailbreak happened in Jamaica yesterday, which I wanted to talk about. And the jailbreak that happened, 9 inmates are now on the run. The residents of Cassava Peace in St. Andrew have expressed concerns about the threat to their safety and peace of mind following the escape of 9 men from the nearby Constant Spring police station. On one hand, they are beautiful. On one hand, they said that they are fearful because they do not know where the escapees could be hiding. That means they could be right next door to me. They also expressed fear that the police operations to recapture these escapees could restrict their free movement throughout their own community. One resident said, "Boy, I feel unsafe enough. Come here, say some of them could all be a murderer too. So if one of them come out, you must see the rest of come out. That is carelessness. I bet you that there will be a curfew in the area, and we don't want that," one other resident said. "We are afraid. Look how much of them escaped one time, 9 of them. We are human, you know, and they are alleged criminals. And I hope so they find them early. Although man and police are friends still." In other words, they were implying that these criminals escaped because them police friend. Her neighbor, who said that she was fearful because no one knew where the escapees were hiding, demanded that a thorough investigation be conducted at the station and with those who were on duty at the time of the jailbreak, because people are looking like a Lego your friend them. Over there, she said, should be under investigation. How could so many of them escape one time? Somebody must have let them out, man. How 8 men must escape from Constant Spring lockup one time? Not even 2, 1 or 2. 8 of them. The number is 9 actually. One of the 9 men who escaped early Tuesday morning was subsequently recaptured in a section of Cassava Peace, and so there are still 8 on the run. Those who are still on the run up to press time on Tuesday night are 19-year-old Alonzo Espute. Jamaican people have some name that me not even didn't know. Say, you know, I guess I'm a traditional old school Jamaican, grew up with old school people. So we used to think we have names like Wayne and Sean and Devon and them kind of name there. Alonzo Espute. Alonzo Espute of Cassava Peace, Kingston 8 address, 27 years old. Brandon Ennis, 23-year-old. Tariq Chambers, 25-year-old. Don K. Douglas, Don Q. Douglas. 18-year-old Frey Messias. 19-year-old Richard Bishop. 31-year-old Junior Anthony Barnes. And 25-year-old Kamal Kelly. Those are all the ones who are on the run. The crazy thing about this is I go to the Jamaica Constabulary Force site and they have pictures up of most of them. But then when you go to Jamaica media, remember, you know, an 8 man on the run escaping from prison, you would think the news media houses would have the pictures. Hey, citizens, if you don't see them, this are them. They run the story with no pictures. Police said that their offenses included murder, rape, possession of prohibited weapon, identity theft, wounding with intent, shooting with intent, malicious destruction of property, burglary, larceny, and possession of prohibited weapons and unauthorized ammunition. So yeah, murder in there, rape in there, gun charges in there, burglary, larceny. Sources shared that the escapees, who was allegedly found at the location in Cassava Peace, was taken back into custody, while the people who were at the premises where he was at were also taken in for processing, because it seemed like they were providing him a safe place to hide out. The one who escaped, they found him in bed, lay down in a bed round there. The police left with some youths because they were at the same yard and they didn't have any ID, one woman said. Tuesday afternoon, the Jamaica Constabulary Force confirmed on its Instagram account that 9 inmates escaped and that 1 had been recaptured. The prisoners escaped by cutting their way through a grill and a door that was made of metal. What? Immediate resources have been put in place to recapture the remaining escapees, and the resources have been deployed island-wide to support the recapture of these individuals. The JCF is treating this matter with the highest level of urgency, and all assets are being utilized to return these individuals to custody as swiftly as possible. What you say now? Them escape through a grill and a door, cutting their way through a grill and a door that was made of metal. Mervin said they use butter knife. Yeah, or somebody let them out. Cops also issued an appeal to the public who may have any information about the whereabouts of any of these escapees to please contact the Constant Spring Police or simply call 119, the emergency number, or you can call Crime Stop at 311 and say something. Them cut them way through a metal grill and a metal door. That sounds funny to me. Well, to talk about Trumpy, let's talk about some politics. And the last thing we're going to talk about this morning is the question and answer session. Let's get into some politics. Or you want the question and answer first? I have 10 questions here. Do you want to do question and answer, or you want to do things you want to see done in Jamaica and then things that you are happy with in Jamaica? Let's go with the question first, Nisha. All right, questions it is. Let's start out with this one. If you could time travel, go back in time to when you were way younger, what one piece of advice, because you only can give one advice to yourself, you're going to go back and you're going to see yourself, your younger self. You're going to say, self, I've been to the future. I am you. What is one piece of advice you would give your younger self if you were able to go back and see your younger self? Lady J says, no one heard all the cutting. Jamaica is a weird place. Money make your ears go deaf and your eyes go blind. Mervin, the point Jamaica Curse says, I would go back and tell my younger self to invest in the internet. In what way, Mervin, invest in the internet? Like learn how to do it or get a website or where I said. Mistress B talks health and wellness with a twist says, you're good enough. Be strong. Nothing lasts forever. Audrey says, calm down little. You're not going to tell your younger self to calm down a little bit, Audrey. Oh, infrastructure. Karen Notice says, question first. That's what we're doing right now, Karen. Dorothy T says, go to law school. When I was contemplating it. So you want to go back and tell yourself, say, make sure you go to law school. Raddy's daughter said, hold on, she take that back. Onika St. John says, I will tell myself to go to Paris for the semester and ignore my mom. Stacey Ann says, I would have told myself that everything will be okay. Patricia Jackson, follow your dreams. You have to try. Mistress B talks health and wellness with a twist, says she would have told her younger self, learn trading stock options. Nothing is ever as it seems. What would I have gone back and told my younger self? I think I would have went back and told my younger self, say, go to law school. I would have went back and told my younger self, go to law school. Remember me telling you, say, me did want, my grandparents, them, when them grow years, like, no matter what profession in the world, it was always lawyer or doctor, right? And I told you one time I wanted to be a surgeon. So I catch all a big bullfrog and do my own surgery, use razor blade and cut the frog open and take out intestinal organs and stitch up the frog and observing the frog and taking notes, trying to see how long the frog could survive without these parts of the frog and things like that. This is me as a small child, you know. But my grandmother always said she pegged me to be an attorney. And I would have been the first attorney for the family, right? But the same people grow me in the Bible. And I kid you not, to show you how that something there affect you. As a youth, I remember going across a part of the Bible that said, woe be unto you, lawyers and doctors. Now, you know, you go to church, you hear the preaching, and you will burn in eternal damnation and hellfire. I got hot for you. And so I never want to take a profession that was going to be woe be unto you, lawyers and doctors. And then as I grew older, I moved away from the thought of wanting to do it, truly because of that's what it was. Woe be unto you, lawyers and doctors. So as I get older now, I said to myself, say, I wonder why the Bible would have said, woe be unto you, lawyers and doctors. Let me tell you something. I get big and realize, whole heap of doctor out here we can save people life, but they make people dead because money. Get to realize a whole heap of lawyer out here that can help people to get free, but them make the people them stay in a prison or rotten, who them can clearly still never do it because them can't afford their services. And on the flip side of that, they use their expertise to set free people who are obviously guilty of atrocious crimes. Me back then, I was thinking how you can, like, you know, force yourself upon one little picnic as a grown man, rip off picnic clothes and do the RA sitting there word where them don't like you use around here. So, and then you as an attorney know so your client do it, but the client pay you good enough for you to say, me no business if you do it or not. My job is to make sure so you don't go to prison. So it was along these lines now I was thinking, woe be unto you, lawyers and doctors. And then they say, you know what? I don't want to go help when I choose as career. So although my granny didn't want to see me become one lawyer, I won't be a lawyer. I will go find something else to do with myself. If I was to go back now in time, I would definitely go back and tell myself, frig that foolishness. Get focused and go to law school. Honestly. Big story back of that. All right. Next question. What quality do you value the most in a friend? What quality do you value the most in a friend? Nisha says loyalty. Lulu Ridges says loyalty. Mrs. B Talks Health and Wellness says loyalty. Loyalty, loyalty, loyalty. Loyalty and trust. Loyalty and trust. Patricia Jackson says honesty. Karen. Stacey Ann says telling me the truth. That one. I was waiting to see that one. I was waiting to see that. Somebody put up the one there. Telling me the truth. Nan says respect, because with respect all others will follow. In my mind, somebody can respect you and respect you so much that them probably don't even want to tell you the truth sometimes. You ever have that happen to you? You respect somebody so much that you not even want to tell them the truth because you feel like, say, it might come off disrespectful or you're going to hurt their feelings, and it's somebody you care about so much, really hurt them feelings. So, but you see what I'm saying? Like all my granny now. I'm not gonna just look at my granny and just brave and bold face and, well, this is what it is, and just say me I tell her the truth. At some point you're like, you know what? Let grandma believe what she want to believe. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Hi, SouFLo.
Hey, family. How you doing?
Could you hear me?
Yes.
Clearly?
Clearly.
I don't know if I'm lagging behind you, because it's a question that you asked. What would you go back and tell yourself?
Yeah, you're lagging behind because we're at another one that's called what qualities do you value most in a friend? But if that's what you call in to say, you can say it. Just don't make it too long.
Two things. For me, I would tell myself to trust my intuition.
Trust your intuition.
Intuition. Always follow my intuition. And for you, you said you go back to be a lawyer?
Yeah, I would tell my younger self to go to law school. Don't get sidetracked by what you believe.
You wouldn't be as fabulous as you are.
Yeah,
everything that you experienced made you what you are.
That's true.
I think you're priceless.
Yeah, I think so too. But I think so too. But I definitely wanted to be an attorney until that Bible verse freaked me up. So I think
you are an attorney. Look at the way you dig into facts and laws and research. You beat them hands down. You're a lawyer, even though you don't have their letters behind your name.
Right.
You are a universal lawyer.
They want to be one Isaac Buchanan.
Yes, you are in
I
spirit.
Want to be an Isaac Buchanan.
You already that.
Oh boy.
All right. Much love to you and the fam.
All right, family. Manners and respect.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah, we did want the attache case and the suit and the robe and into the courtroom and arguing across and that kind of something. And objection, Your Honor. Nah, work. Loyalty and trust, honesty, tell me the truth, and they must have some morals. Not, I think, too late. He wanted to be an established attorney. Right. You can still be. That's true. That's true. I would have to do a whole change of course. For me to answer this question now, what quality do you value most in a friend? Truthfulness. Truthfulness. Me not like people around me. Don't think of my feelings when you're thinking of the truth. You know, some people prefer their feelings not to be hurt. Me, I'm not one of them feelings there. Not one of those people. You can hurt my feelings with the truth. As long as it's the truth. As long as it's the truth. Hurt my feelings with the truth. So I value that more than anything else. Somebody who's always truthful about everything. That's a rare kind of person to find, though. Always truthful about everything. All right. The next question. What was the best era of your life so far? What was the best era of your life so far? I don't know how you're going to break that down. If you're going to break that down in childhood, then teenage years, then young adulthood, then into mature adults. What was the best era of your life so far? Sharon Spence says, SouFLo, it's still not too late to follow that dream. As an attorney, I believe you would be a very good one too. I appreciate the confidence. I'll be old and gray by the time I get through being an attorney. being an attorney. You know what? It really isn't. But y'all don't start getting me that way, because then, you know, I end up going down that way. And the 90s, Roddy's daughter, the 90s, we're not talking about the years, you know. I'm talking about the era of your life. Like, for me, I would say the best era of my life is probably now. It's probably now. Mature adulthood is probably the best era of my life. No. Because now I don't lie to myself anymore. I don't lie. A lot of us spent a lot of years lying to ourselves. A lot of us spent a lot of years trying to convince ourselves of things. You know what I'm saying? For me, it's now. Come and reach the point in our life when we look on stuff and say, nope, that ain't going to be it. And I know that ain't going to be it. Or, yep, that is going to be it. And I know that is going to be it, kind of thing. So I think mature adulthood now. I'm mature now. Now I can handle issues. Now I can stand firm and handle issues, solve problems, you know, think logically. So I say now, for me. That's for me. Although I want to go back and say my childhood days, you know, when I was like a small youth growing up in Jamaica, running wild and free. But then I think back on that, probably wasn't all that after all, but it was. I can't think back on all that without thinking about how, you know, when your parents left you and them gone a foreign, and although you're living good with your grandparents and stuff, but you still miss your parents so much and all that, them things that play a big role in your life, in your mindset too. And I was one of those children, so I would say no. No, I'm responsible for me, no. I'm responsible for others too. Plus, I have children. And I'm at a place now where I can actually guide my children. I have sensible things to tell them. Yeah? My head is screwed on right now. So, yeah, I know. No, it has to be no for me. Has to be right now for me. It's the 30s. Sharon Spence, the 30s. Lulu Ridges says teenage years. Now I'm running on empty. Now I'm running on empty and running behind like that Jackson Brown song. The tank is going down. Nan says childhood and adult, learning, growing up, applying what I was taught to my daily life. It's the 30s. All right, the tank are run out. The bones are starting to creak. Young adulthood, I was fearless and radical, says Patricia Jackson. Boy, Patricia, I was too. I ain't gonna lie, I was. And again, because I tell my children a lot of stuff, I was just telling them that the other day. I said, none of you are like me. None of you are like me. And I don't know if, because we just went to go drop my oldest back to campus, right? And he's living in a dorm on campus. And I was saying to him before I left, I said, you're going to have to get to know your roommate because you guys are going to be sharing this tight space right here. And please remember to live. I told him, I said, I don't want you out here doing wild things like I was doing when I was your age, but I do want you to live. Going to school, if you're at a university in Florida and you're living on campus away from home, there is so much to get into, but there's so much bad stuff to get into as well. And sometimes the people around you bring bad stuff your way if you're green behind the ears and not so used to the outside world. And my kids, them grew up kind of sheltered, which now I'm kind of worried about if he's going to be smart enough to, and you know, this is the point where you let go, right? But I was thinking, nobody never have to let me go, you know. Me pop the chain. I was different. Me pop that chain there. I was off the chain. I was gone already. Let me go. Nobody had to worry about, okay, I'm going to raise you and cushion you. And then, you know, when you get a little bit older, we're going to slowly let you go into the world. And if anything, I'm right here. Just call this number. I'll be right there. Nah, I'm finding myself on the other side of earth, away from everybody that I know, telling myself I can make it out here. Let me see what's out here. I want to go this place. I want to go that place. I wonder what it's like to do this. I wonder what's, you know, none of my kids are like that. Yet. I have girls, so you never know. But none of my kids are like that so far. Wait. Rizabella says, the time I lived in England. Boy, you put a smile on my face with that one. Nisha says, it's now for me. I'm more mature and smarter and full of knowledge now. RR123, buenos dias. Thanks for being here. Junior Copeland says, 20s to 30s, start work and before marriage. That was it. Was start work and before marriage was your best era. Your wife better not be on here. She's like, before marriage, I did your best life. Eh? Kupon you too. Before marriage, I did your best life. Don't make you see this, you know. Don't make you see this. Hold on there. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good afternoon. Manners and respect, family. If you have it on speaker or Bluetooth, you have to take it off because we now can't hear you.
All right, yeah, you know better now, though.
Yeah. Much better.
Yeah, man. We are saying they don't want to be a liar or something like that.
Yeah, man.
You talk madness, brother.
Eh?
Yeah, you do the two already, brother.
Eh?
Remember you fight, when you're fighting at the army, brother. Stop that, no man. You think liars, that's the class, brother. You feel the way, brother.
Yeah, man. We're talking about childhood dreams, though, you know? Like little picnic where you did want to be when you're a little youth, me I talk about, you know.
Brother, you do one of the greatest things. You hear that?
Saying.
Yeah, talk, but I know you never put out the story. Come on. Come on, dog.
Manners.
Oh,
manners and respect, bro.
Oh.
All right. The 70s when I was young, fresh, and green. Depending on what part of the 70s there, I probably wasn't even born yet. Young, fresh, and green. You was out there doing all kind of things. All right, here's the next question, right? We have a couple more. What is the one thing about you that people misunderstand the most? The one thing about you that people misunderstand the most. What is it? Some of these I'm going to remember, you know. This is like us getting to know each other. What is the one thing about you that people misunderstand the most? Mrs. B, Health and Wellness with a twist says, I was not like that. Always thinking of consequences. And now my daughter went straight to Dubai after she completed college and moved to Germany now. She has been to 38 countries, some by herself, because she's not like you. Because you were living with fear. You were living with fear. That's why you were always thinking of consequences. You know how they say the frontal lobe isn't fully developed till you're past 25? Well, my frontal lobe must not have been developed at all, because I definitely wasn't thinking consequences. I was just out there. I'm like a one life living up. God, everything on the menu. The one thing that people misunderstand about you the most. Mervin the Point Jamaica Curse says, my impatience. Ross, Mervin. That could have been me too, you know. That could be me, my impatience. Dennis Park says, taking my kindness for weakness. Nance says, people assume that I am stuck up. Nance, you bougie? You move around like you bougie? Or Rizabella says, my straightforwardness. They always think that I'm being mean, but I just tell the truth. That's me. That's one of them. My impatience and my straightforwardness. For me. Lady J says, my face. I have a resting bitch face. So everybody think you're mad all the time. Or you're vexed. Or they said something that you're pissed about, but you're not saying why you pissed about it. Got your face. Mistress B says, my tone. Directness and honesty. You can be direct and honest with a tone that is still inviting, welcoming, or neutral. Lulu Ridges says, very opinionated. Most people who know what they want or know where they stand and they're like unshakable almost, they're seen as opinionated. Because your opinion usually, a lot of the time, goes against other people's opinion, right? And them can't sway you. And once they can't sway you, it's like, damn, you're so damn opinionated. Mrs. B says, yes, I sure was. Karen Notice says, my kindness. Nan says, kind of, sort of. Kind of, sort of. Audrey Wright says, my demeanor, my face look like my bex. I'm mean, but I'm one of the nicest persons you'll ever meet. That's a defense mechanism, Audrey? Is that your defense mechanism? Norma Jean, thank you for being here. Norma Jean says, I will always tell you the truth. I know somebody was said that, you know, they lie. Them lie. I one of the lyingest person we ever know. No, no joke. I know somebody who says that. Like, I respect honesty. And I love somebody who can just tell me the truth all the time. Because I'm a truthful person. That person that lie, no blows and skirt. Yo, I don't know how grown people could be like that, right? Like, I love honesty. Because I'm an honest person. And I don't lie. I tell the truth. Even if it hurts your feelings, I just tell the truth. And you personally know that person there, and that person there lying around. It's like some people can't look outside and see themselves, you know. It can't be on the outside of themselves looking in and be like, yo, I mean that? Why am I like this? Let me try to fix this. They think I'm mad, Lady J. Yeah, they think you're mad. Nine says, I have principles at SouFLo, but very down to earth once you get to know me. I don't run into people though. That's respected. That's respected. Patricia Jackson says they assume that I am unapproachable. The face. The face. That's a good thing for a woman though. Most women who are like that, that's a defense mechanism. Because the person who they really want to talk to, that face will change immediately. She will have a resting bitch face all day. She see that one man there where she want her, that one somebody there that she really wants to talk to, whether it's a male or a female. You know, if she want to let the guard down and let that person in, like, you know, my spirit take to that person here, that whole face change up immediately. The eyes light up, you know, beautiful smile come out. And the next person might be seeing that face and be like, that bitch can smile. She always looks so wicked and so angry. I guess she really like you then, because she'll never smile. she, I can't stand her. She always mad. And another person is like, no, she not. I know her. Maybe, well, maybe her face be looking like that sometimes, but she nice, real. Yeah, she nice to you. She nice to you. That's a defense mechanism. I think I'm even like that. This don't have to be a woman thing. I think I'm like that too. Sometimes I'll be putting that on, like, don't talk to me, don't say hi to me, don't nothing. I'm not friendly. I'm here to do what I gotta do. Get the out my way. Good. We good long as you don't speak. That's for people who I'm around and I don't want to talk to them. I don't want them to talk to me neither. But I have to be in that space. And then there are those who you want to talk to. So you just, that's what I've been doing. Miss B say, yep, but I have a tone that sounds dominant. So I try to listen myself. Now that I can come off as talking down or condescending. So I will start. Don't take this the wrong way. Or I'm not trying to be. Yeah, you are Jamaican. Don't take this the wrong way, right? But anytime you hear one Jamaican say, don't take this the wrong way, just know that some frigga come right behind that. Just like anytime you hear a Jamaican say, no disrespect still in a butt. You see, after that butt there is a rotted disrespect. I'm giving you jewels. Use them. Anytime you're talking to a Jamaican and you hear, don't take this the wrong way in a butt. All right, watch what come after the butt. No disrespect still in a butt. Watch what come after that butt. I bet your ass no say it's disrespectful, but they already threw you off by saying, don't take this disrespectful still in a, or no disrespect still in a butt. I bet you leave like this. I disrespect him just like Clark disrespect me though. But you don't say no disrespect still in a butt. All the time. All the time. I just said, no, me look like me ready for fight all day long. Rotted. Murphy the point, Jamaica curse said the truth. Yeah, my husband will love you. He said, oh boy, what? Yep. Don't take this the wrong way. You got, yep, here we go. I bet that's what you hear. Yep. Anybody who would know you'll be like, yep, here we go. What? We know it's coming. Julia Copeland says marriage is nice, but you can't flash it like when you're single. Like go over so and go spend the weekend just randomly. Go in the which part you want, pick up and go and just yeah. I get that. I get that. I think that we are in what we are meant to be. Yeah. That's my philosophy on life. Where you're at right now is exactly where you're meant to be right now. If you don't like it, then do something about it. I don't know. If you're not happy with your career choice, change it. If you're not happy with your relationship, work harder on it or change it. If you're not happy with your financial situation, find a way to increase your finances, or I don't know, you might have too much money and want to give us some take money. If you're not happy with whatever is going on in your life, you have the power to actually change it. So where you're at right now has a lot to do with you, not just things happened to me. And it is where you're supposed to be right now. That's where you're at. That don't mean so that's where you're going to be forever. It don't mean that's where you're going to be, you know, the next year from now, 2 years or 10 years from now. But where you're at right now today, that's where you're supposed to be right now today. I know somebody is seeing this and they're in a messed up situation. They're like, nah, I know you're supposed to that. You're supposed to that somewhere else. This can't be it. This is it. This is it. This is it. The universe make no mistakes. I'm telling you. A lot of the times, man, we find ourselves in some messed up situation. It's us. It's us. You're not learning your lesson, therefore you cannot move on, and the universe will not promote you into a better circle or better circumstances until you learn that rotted lesson there. So you will stay spinning right there, complaining, I hate this shit. Oh, I can't wait to do this and move your so and take that and that, but you're going to keep doing that until you get that lesson. Once you get that lesson, watch how things change. And get the lesson don't mean it's going to appear before you. Voila! And it's right here. Sometimes it comes down to you having to admit things to yourself. That's why I said earlier, this is my best era, because I can finally look at myself and say, I don't lie to myself about nothing. It is what it is. You're a grown-ass man. It is what it is. Yep. And you are that way. And that is wrong with you. Your good qualities are this. Your bad qualities are that. Right. And y'all go work on this and try to change that. You're not perfect. This, that, and the other. I can look at myself and do all that. Right. Because the universe has been teaching. And I've been stuck in places for and can't wait for, and you couldn't move. You couldn't leave because the lesson wasn't learned yet. Soon as I got that lesson and started making positive effort to adjust that, change that, fix what needs to be fixed, then you started seeing more changes in a more positive direction, more along the lines of where you truly want to be. True thing. The next one. What was the last surprising thing that you learned about yourself? I never said the most surprising thing you learned about yourself. I said the last surprising thing you learned about yourself. You might have learned this just yesterday. You might have learned this, I don't know, a while back, but it was the last surprising thing you learned about yourself, right? Audrey says, facts, it is all ordained. Yeah, that's why I always say, I don't even worry about people. I was telling my mom the other day, I said, I think, again, the universe taught me by taking my brother away from me early that I can literally separate from anybody. I don't have them anxieties or any of that. It's cool. We don't speak no more. Okay. I don't even need to know why. I'll see you in the next life if we meet in the next life. Me have to live this life here though, so I'll keep on living it. And I won't be laying around thinking about you. If you were someone who was close, I'm human, so I might wonder, damn, why we stop talk? What me did do or whatever. But other than that, even that will fade away. You know what I mean? But everything is ordained. Who is to be there is going to be there. Who's supposed to leave is going to leave. All that. What is supposed to happen is going to happen, and you can't stop it from happening. And what is not to be will never be. What is to be will be. You can't stop it. What is not to be will never be, no matter how hard you try to make it be. With that in mind, it takes a whole lot of weight off of your shoulder, because as we move and grow through life, we force a lot of issues, and a lot of things you want it so bad, and this is how it's supposed to be, and this must be here by this, and that must fix this way. Half of that stuff that you were worried about, it wasn't even supposed to be like that. And it failed, and it failed, and it failed, and you try so hard that it worked for a little time, and it still failed again. Like some people relationship. And from morning said that somebody there wasn't nothing that was gonna last. But you try. And you feel like you're gonna try again. And you feel like you're gonna try again. And then it get a good run. And you say yes. And then it fail again. And you say frig it. The most surprising thing you learned about yourself recently. Let me read some of these. I'm not supposed to broke me. Supposed to have Oprah money. Yo, Andre, we're not supposed to broke, we're supposed to rich like Oprah around here. This not right. Mervyn the Point Jamaica Curse says, the more I get disappointed is the harder I push. Forged in Fire. Mistress B talks health and wellness with a twist. Says, I'm not who I thought I was growing up. I am not who I thought I was growing up. Yeah, that's huge. That's huge. I am not who I thought I was growing up. Imagine that. Imagine that. Yo, you know what? Even apply this to a relationship, right? Imagine you married somebody, right? You get married like in your 20s, or your partner in their 20s. Now, this is somebody you're about to spend the rest of your life with. I'll be telling people that if y'all really gonna be together for life, the 30s are gonna look different. By the time she or he reached 40s, it's gonna be a completely different person almost from who you met and fell in love with in their 20s. Most people who are in their 40s look back at their 20s and they're like, yeah, I'm definitely not that person today. Definitely not that person today. I have remnants of that person, but I'm definitely not that same person today. Imagine somebody wanting you to be that person forever. And this is where a lot of people ain't equipped. They're not equipped with what is required to build a forever with somebody else. Because if you ain't ready to go through the changes and all the different growths and the different new development of new personality and all these other things, you might as well leave that alone. How strong of a person I am, someone who always have solution to any problem. That's tough, Nisha. That's tough. You surprised yourself? Patricia Jack, that's your resiliency, right? Patricia Jackson says, I'm a spiritual person. You're surprising yourself learning that you're a spiritual person. Nan says, I learned that my heart has hardened quite a bit since I lost my dad. My heart hardened since I lost my brother. But I think that was a lesson for me. It was one of the hardest lessons ever taught. But it was a necessary lesson, I guess. Because I couldn't have planned that, and that would have never been in my plans. But it was a necessary lesson. Because all the other stuff that came after that, you know, it was like, everything after that hurt there is like bounce off. It's like, yeah. All right, that's not gonna hurt, but me get over that. I'll get over it quick too. Yeah, because the massive lesson in that. Yeah. Yep. I learned that my heart was hardened after I lost my dad a bit. I fall more in love with my husband more every day, says Rizabella. I fall more in love with my husband more every day. Because y'all are growing together. Aww. I wish he could see this now. Yes, Nans. That one hurt prepared you for everything else. Yeah, no. That hurt. That hurt. Same mother, same father. That hurt that. I wish he could see this now. I fall in love with my husband more and more every day. That's somebody who is growing together. You're growing with him. I hope him say the same thing about you. Then that'll be a beautiful story. Name me one thing. Here's another one. Name me one thing that you find unforgivable, if anything. There's just this one thing that if somebody says something or there's something if they do, it's completely unforgivable. Oh, Lulu says, stop it. SouFLo, stop it. Isabella says, but Lulu, you see how you stay? This is the reality side of me, you know. That is me always balancing the scales. You see how she said that beautiful thing right there, and everybody else will be like, oh, and move on. But me, because life has taught me lessons that should never be ignored, I've seen too many times where people are like, I love this person so much. I will give my life for her. or I will give my life for him. And there's somebody over there, so I said, I can't wait to leave that bitch. But I'm gonna just play it cool right now till I get some stuff together. So ain't nothing wrong with me saying, I hope he feel the same way about you. And if he does, then that's a beautiful story. You know? And Rizabella, that's beautiful, my friend. That's beautiful. And for you to know that is even more beautiful. Because some people are loved and don't even know it. And no matter how them get loved, them still not feel the love. So they'll never say, oh, he loves me like crazy, you know, or she loves me like crazy. They'll never say it because they're not feeling it no matter how much their partner puts into them. Like you're able to say it. I love my husband more and more every day. And then you're saying now that he loves me even more than I do. Wait there. Something wrong there, sir. Him love you even more than you love him. And that you just say, no, let me leave you alone. But a real talk. A real talk. All right. We met in the 9th grade and had 27 years of friendship. That's some solid work. And I bet y'all been through the storm too, huh? I love talking to people who've been in long relationships, you know, because they've been through some stuff. You know, when you see couples out here shining and looking beautiful together and them tell you about some years together, just know, say, it wasn't no peaches and cream all them years. They done been through some things together. That's why a lot of people be seeing couples and be like, ooh, couples goals. I hope that kind of love finds me. Stop and talk to them. Ask them how long they've been together. Ask them if they have been through any ruts or bumps and bruises, any storms they have weathered together. I bet you hear some battle stories. I bet you hear some war story. But that's what makes it beautiful, man. That's what makes it beautiful. It ain't real until it's been tried. It ain't. I hear people say this all the time, right? Stuff like this. Oh, that's my bestie, and me and her have been best friends for me and him. We cool like that for the last 10 years, 12 years. We had never had an argument. We never had a fight. That's my spouse, and we so in love. We have never had an argument, not even an argument. That's your spouse? 10 years? Y'all have never even had an argument? It's what you say, me? No. What I say, when the arguments finally happen, they file it for divorce immediately. If you ain't never been through nothing, it's not built yet. It's not built yet. Facts. So yeah, man, I love hear them story there, and them kind of people that I love to talk to. Matter of fact, I think it was this year when 2025 rolled in. I think I went on Instagram and I said, this year, I'm not taking no relationship advice from nobody who has not been in a relationship for more than 5 years and counted. And the longer you've been in one and it's working, whether it's good or bad at the moment, you may want to talk to. But I'm definitely not speaking to anybody who is not in none, trying to tell me what to do in one. That's the big mistake that a lot of people make. Talk to single people about marriage. I swear the single, all like you are older than you. I try to tell you about marriage. What part your marriage there? Oh, me? I just prefer to be alone. Yeah, right. Yeah, listen, God didn't create us like that. We fiend to be with somebody else. Every human being wants to be with somebody else. If you find yourself, oh, I just want to be alone, I can point issues out leading all the way up to, boom, this is why you actually want to be alone. It's not natural to just want to be alone for the rest of your life. Me no want no advice from you then, come. Me no want to be alone. if I want to be rich, I listen to people who got rich. You know what I mean? That's just common sense. If I want to learn how to be a mathematician, me go listen to somebody who is very good at maths and watch them teach me maths. That just makes sense. Kind of like yesterday when we were discussing politics, and I was like, if I was having health problems, I wouldn't take my body to the mechanic. And if my car check engine light come on, I don't drive the car to the friggin' hospital emergency room, right? The other way around. So I said, Dr. Dawes, a medical doctor, practicing medical doctor with years of experience, especially in that system, he would be perfect for Minister of Health and Wellness, given what the description of that job, the duties are, as opposed to somebody who has a doctorate in business, but everybody calls him a doctor. Same thing. I don't want to hear from you them the kind of advice that if you ain't going through it, been through it, doing it, something. That's why I love older couples. You know, I remember this old couple. I think I said this already. Not the one about where the guy said, well, you just find out all the things that your partner loves to do or find out all the things that your partner likes and do them all the time. And then find out all the things your partner absolutely does not like and never do them. Old man. I'm like, I think the couple been together like 70, 80 something years because they're both 100 and something years old, right? That's why the interview was so interesting because here are two people who are both 100, I think it's 104 and 102, something like that, the husband and the wife. And they're sitting there holding each other's hand, just well dressed and just looking at each other like we made it this far. Got married young. Them people I want to talk to. Anyway, can't speak to anyone that's a sidekick about relationship or marriage. Yeah, sidekick or side chick. Can't speak to anyone who is a side piece, side man, side chick. Because all they can teach you to be is become one. Them can't tell you how to hold your marriage together. What they out here doing? This is for everybody in here on both sexes. What is your favorite thing about being a woman for the women? And for the men, what is your favorite thing about being a man? What is your favorite thing about being a woman? And what is your favorite thing about being a man? This is our last question. And then we're going to go into the list of 2 things. And that should wrap it up for us. What is your favorite thing about being a woman for all the women? And for the men who are here, what is your favorite thing about being a man? Mervyn the Point, Jamaica Kerr says his favorite thing about being a man is the ability to lead. If she will follow. BM says, I don't have monthly SouFLo. Oh, I was like, I don't have monthly SouFLo. You don't have your period. You don't have no period to have. I saw. Well, my belly now have to swell up. I'm gonna have baby. I don't have to worry about birth pain. I don't have to push out no picnic and contractions and I guess all the things that women are put here, their duties or their God-given role in creation. Me just look on it and I honor it and I respect it and me just God say, I know we have to do it. Labor play where the Nisha said labor pay and hot still, you know. Oh, I told you when I'm in the hospital, right? Shakira hook up to the machine and the machine I give like them something there where it go like this, the graph. and I could see when the pain is coming. So I sit down, I study it, you know. I mean, I said, okay, so every time I see she go, oh, I see the something go like this. So I was timing it right. I mean, I try to make the moment light because I go through our contraction. So I'm timing it, the thing, and I'm watching it, and it reached one point where it was like, so hear me now. I say, here comes another one. I said, here comes another one as it went high. And she was like, oh, with the pain. All right. I said, here comes another one. Oh, with the pain. I'm timing the machine. So she in the bed in a hospital. And after a while, I don't remember what she said to me, but she was pissed the hell off, boy. Now that I look back at it, I was like, damn, why did you find that funny? If you need a pain, wouldn't find it funny. Mr. My leg crap. You told me to shut up? Yeah. I see my leg cramp up in here already, and she did it. I talk about, what's wrong? Are you all right? Make my bumbo clock all right. Me look all right to you? Me looking all right to you? So I can't imagine. I'm like, here comes another one. Oh! Just love being girly. Yeah, you're a real girl. You're a real woman. Love being girly. That's why I know some a man call me no love nothing but girly for myself. Being able to have children, the pregnancy, knowing a human is growing inside of me, Rizabella, that's what's up. And boy, that's what y'all do, because none of we can do that. That's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing. What watching a human, watching a human grow inside of a woman, you look on her and you're like, we're really aliens. They make movies about aliens, but I think we are the real aliens. And you watch a next human spawn out of a next human after incubating in that womb and just growing through different stages till it's fully ready and developed. Arms, legs, fingers, eyes, toes, everything, and then come out and then just start to grow till it just come out into one of us. Wow. And to look, I know that came from you, right? Karen says being feminine. Love being girly, says Nisha. Mistress B talks health and wellness with a twist, says, I cry when anyone I know have a child. That is super emotional. That journey. RR123 says, I nearly broke my son's father's hands because bad one. Because bad one to his soothing talk. He's like, you got this, babe. Breathe, breathe, breathe your bumbo clot, boy. Breathe, breathe. Are you all go through this? Eh? Now breathe anyway. I want to breathe. A man just have to understand, say, I know your time now. It's not your time now. You can't take nothing personal. What's she gonna say in those in those moments? With all three of mine, my contractions were on top of each other. No rest in between. Damn. Yeah, it's a beautiful thing when you look back, but that pain you will never forget it. Audrey Wright says them start out looking like aliens too. Yes, them start out looking like aliens. Remember when Milani came out, I still say this, when Milani came out, I said, ain't gonna lie, I said, shit, we got a special needs child. And I'm gonna be a dad to a special needs baby. And just like that, I accept. That's why I don't know how some man can run with left and pick Nina. There are people out here who ran away and leave their kids because that child was born with special needs and left the friggin' mom to raise a child that has special needs. Soon as I saw my daughter, I said, damn, we got a special needs child. Guess I'm gonna be a dad to a special needs baby. Oh well. But it hit you in that moment like, because her head took on the shape of the vaginal canal. And me know say all baby head take on the shape and look weird when them come out. Come watch all of them picking them born. But Fiar did take on the shape, really. And her head back did long blouse and skirt like this. And then she had the biggest feet I'd ever seen on such a, and she was the smallest child I'd ever seen out of all my kids too. So she's small, tiny like that. I didn't even want to hold her because she was so little. I'm thinking might go like accidentally drop her. And her feet, she just have bare foot, you know. But the biggest foot that me ever see on one long head back, and I say something wrong with that picnic, you know. So they start off looking like aliens too. But look at her now. She's so beautiful. Me just I tell her every day, 50 times a day. I just look at her sometimes and I'm just amazed at her features and everything. I'm like, yo, this baby girl is drop dead gorgeous. Imagine what she gonna be like when she's like teenage years. I not even want to think about them years there. You know, like boy not like you, you know. RR123 says 16 hours, 45 minutes, and then a C-section. Rotted. That's rough. That's rough. Audrey said, what the hell is he who? Who come with that breathing technique there? Bourbon the Point, Jamaica, Chris, the only special need she have is on your wallet by daddy gifts. Yeah. Thank God, right? All praises to God. We have a lot to be thankful for, man. I look around me and I see 6 children, and out of the 6 of them, every one of them healthy. I said this every day, you know. And I see people who have 1, and the 1 with them have issues, like a lot of issues. 2, and out of their 2, both have issues and different issues. You lucky enough to get 6, and 6 all healthy and all functioning, you know, independently, etc., etc. I am super thankful. So I'm grateful. Karen Notice says, my nephew is deaf and mute, and the dad side of family has nothing to do with him. You see? And I hear that story all the time. The twins who run for Jamaica, the twins who went professional now, Tia, and I don't know the next sister name. The fast girl them. And them are run left everybody right now. And them are dominate the thing right now. And they are the ones who the world is looking at and saying, this is Jamaica's sprint future. Our next Shelly and Fraser Price, Tia and Tina. So them name. And the same story them mother tell. Them mom told the same story. Said, you know, when them born, them did look a certain kind of way, and them father did feel like, say, you know, something wrong with them or whatever. So the man cut. Imagine that. Imagine that. And you know what's funny is when those children grow up and enter their greatness phase, right? Here comes that same abandoner coming right back. They already made their mama proud, man. They doing big things. They're doing big things. Yeah. For sure. For sure. All right. So that was our last question. Now I have 2 things I want you to do for me before we get out of here, and we only have 10 minutes to do it. Speaking of Jamaica, for my family members here who are not Jamaican or not connected to Jamaica, I hate to alienate you, but if you're not Jamaican, not connected to Jamaica, but you have been to Jamaica, then you can probably still contribute, right? Election time is here. There are things in Jamaica that desperately need changing or fixing. What are some of the things that you see that need to be done right now? And on the same spectrum, what are some of the things that you are happy with that do exist right now? So we're not going to talk about just all the bad something them. We're going to give credit for the good things, but we're going to point out also the things them that need to be taken care of right now in order to make the place better. I'll start off with this. And I've always said this. Teachers, to me, are Teachers to me are next to, I think teachers or teaching and being a teacher should actually be one of the highest paid professions. Walk with me. Teachers should be one of the highest paid professions. We wake up every day, right? And take our kids and go leave them with teachers. You ever tried governing multiple kids? Imagine being left in a room full of kids every day. And then with the responsibility of brightening the minds of each one of them picnic here, who all have their own different style of communication, their own different style of learning, their own different everything. And that are your responsibility you're charged with on a daily basis. Some of them classroom here have 30, 40, 50 picnic night. In Jamaica, I think our teachers, and you have some teacher in Jamaica that, man, they love the kids. Like that is their heart and soul. They actually treat the picnic them like a feed them, picnic them. They really want the best for your child. Those teachers, there's no way our teachers should be paid a salary that you look at and say that's not a livable wage. No teacher should be having an eviction notice, and it's not because she mismanaged our money. It's because she not getting paid a livable wage. No teacher should be able to say, you know, I want to buy a little car for drive go to work, you know, back and forth, but I can't afford it because I barely I get paid nothing. Here is what I get paid. Them can show you, you know. Sometimes them don't pay away, and we have to wait till the next pay. But I still go do the work same way because the kids them depend on me. Here is how much I get paid. Here is how the bills break down. See there, nothing left. No teacher should be going through that. So that's one of the things that I hope to see change in Jamaica, to where when a teacher says, I am a teacher, they say it with so much pride because the paycheck back it too. Yes, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of responsibility. But I'm compensated for it in a way where I can say, you know, I can do something for myself in the meantime too. So that's a one for me. I'm going to read through some of these other ones that other people are saying. And I see some good ones here. Roads, hospitals, housing need to be dealt with ASAP, says Nisha. And I agree. Our roads, man. And you know, me hear the politician them always talk about roads. Roads. And I have to wonder which road them I talk about, because the only roads I see that are well paved off and fixed up and nice is any road that's leading to and the all-inclusive resort areas and the tourist areas and all that. The interior of Jamaica, the rural roads, and the local road them. Sad. Mrs. B talks health and wellness with a twist, says all public hospitals, renovations. Jamaica was one the two country that knocked the management of COVID out of the park. You know, I don't really want to say it, because some people are going to turn that political in about the management of COVID in Jamaica. Some people are going to turn it political, but other people remember something else was happening during that time. So I'm going to leave that one alone. But our public hospitals, definitely. Happy they raised the minimum wage and they need to give a little bit more. Absolutely. And that's why a lot of the youth them don't want to work either, you know. Now I know a little bit of money is better than no money at all, but you know, it's hard to ask somebody to slave out themselves for 40 hours of work week and then walk you till your clothes wet and stick on you and then pay you less than $100 for 40 hours of work week. So yeah, we're glad that the minimum wage came a long way, because it did. But a little bit more need to be given to that as well. I'm happy they raised the minimum wage. Orangel said. And Denise Park says, my sentiment exactly at SouFLo. I lift my heart out to these teachers. Yeah, the sad part is watching our teachers run away and go overseas and become prized possessions to overseas institutions. That hurt. Knowing that they could be prized possessions to our youths. Because we need them, to brighten up the minds of the youth, because our youth is our future, right? So if all those who are supposed to be brightening up their minds are running for the hills, better opportunities in foreign countries, what do you think will happen in our institutions? The standards are dropping lower and lower and lower till you have Dunn's teacher and Dunn's picnic. And the picnic them can't be no better because we're scraping the bottom of the barrel for teachers. Right. Health sector immediately. Reggae girl. I hope to see the day when Jamaica reach a place where if I am in the hills of Clarendon and God forbid something happen, a medical emergency, an elder person up there having a heart attack in the middle of the night, they can call 911, a family member, 911, my dad's having a stroke. My dad's like, can you get here fast? And somebody are gonna say, we're on our way. Right now, if that happened to you, you get friggin' you're dead. You better hope it not kill you. So things like those, yeah, 100K a month is nothing. They deserve better. 100K a month. And 100K is how much it is said that the hitman was paid to take out the police officer and his family. And when you think of 100K, let me know say $650 that's an insult. That is a big insult. Audrey said too much other people are take over the place and them need to cut back on that too and level out the playing field. Yeah, so create opportunities for local Jamaicans then, right? As opposed to the influx of foreigners who are here to thrive in our face and in our space. Roddy's daughter says, yes, SouFLo, the teachers are leaving in droves. I am in North Carolina and they are being recruited heavily here. The salary is average, is 50K. They come on the teachers program. In some cases, they get filed. Right. So when a teacher in Jamaica look at one of their counterparts who say, girl, me not stay, me gone, and you watch her, and your friend, when you go through teachers college, get to a degree, got teacher, everything, and you watch your friend left, you say, you're not left, you stay. And then, everybody follow each other, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, all them something there. And in 2 years, you see she, nice house, nice car, and you say, rotted, me have eviction notice, and me have take public transportation. I can barely pay my bill them. So although, man, it's bad. It's bad. I think it's bad. RR123 says, hospitals and fire trucks. Ambulance. A more widespread ambulance. You see there's something there where them do about this rural school bus system. We need a rural ambulance, medical emergency or medical response system as well. That. All right, we hit 12 o'clock. I have to get off right now. Manners and respect to each and every one of you tuning in. I appreciate you greatly. Thank you for keeping it festive this morning. Thank you for keeping it good. I might not be on tomorrow, but even then, I will flourish you with material just the same. All right? And if not, it'll be Thursday, and then we will meet on Friday. Be good. Like my granny Miss Ruby said, be good. If you can't be good, be careful. But it's best to be good. And my grandfather, Mas Cleavy, said, I will see you tomorrow if God spare my life. Have a wonderful day. I'm out. Peace.